Yo guys, J-Star here. Welcome back to another episode of Steins Gate Elite. It's nice to have y'all back here. Anyways, last thing that happened in Steins Gate, pretty sure was when Makus Kurisu and Okarin were talking. And as far as what they were talking about, to be honest, I don't remember. Pretty sure they were talking about the phone wave though, and how Makus was trying to say it wasn't a time machine and whatnot. But yeah. Oh, and Okarin's still looking for the IBN 5100. And see, I remember what it's called. So good for me. Good for me. But yeah. So let's get into it. Make haste. All right, back to some more reading. All right. The next day, I went to the radio center in search of the IBN 5100. I scored every last part store I could, suffering the cold stares of shopkeepers who knew I wouldn't buy anything, but yielded no results. After walking around for a while, my stomach started to growl, which reminded me that I hadn't eaten anything since this morning. It was time to refuel at Sambo. Sambo, I don't even know how to pronounce it. As I wolfed down my beef bowl, I tried to think of every place where the IBN 5100 could be, but nothing came to mind. My phone's ringtone draws a sharp look from the madam. Remember, the same place where you can't have phones. I love that ringtone. Notice that she points it. I pretend not to notice her withering glance and... It's me. What's up? Maishi. I thought I told you not to contact me on this line. It could be tapped. Or taped. Tapped. I don't know. Fuck. I can't even... and I said the F word at the beginning. I'm sorry. I'm telling you not to be too so... Bleh. I am telling you to not be so careless. Anyway, give me a sit rep. Okay. Okarin Mayoshi doesn't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I'm asking you. I'm asking why you're calling. Why didn't you just say that? Honestly, right? People, okay. For those of you watching, the smart people that are watching, that use the big boy words, stop using big boy words. If you're at this level of using big boy words, why? Why do you do this? Why do you love to torture people with big boy words? Does it make you feel powerful? Does it make you feel powerful? Because God, it makes me feel stupid, that's for sure. Because God bless, every time somebody uses big boy words on me, I'm sitting there like, and they're like, I'm saying this and that. And I'm like, why did you just say that? Anyways. What are you doing now? Executing the mission. Yeah, the mission. Why didn't you say so? Mayoshi heard something amazing just now. Want to hear? If it's valuable information, then by all means. It's about the IBM 5100. You mean you have a lead? And you got it at Mayqueen, you say? How could I have overlooked it? What have I done? Well, then come to Mayqueen. I'll be waiting. Hey, tell me over the phone. Hey, Mary! Why do I have to go all the way to Mayqueen? This poor soul. Cut! Not wanting to waste a moment in acquiring Myri's info, I slap my money down on the table and take off for Mayqueen. Pretty sure he ended up not leaving enough either, if I'm not mistaken. That's one thing this game does. The game has more than what the anime has, but yet it cuts out the little stuff that made the anime funny. But I'm not gonna say, I can't complain. So it's funny. It's funny. I mean, it's so cool. It's so cool. The game is so cool as hell. It's got extra dialogue that makes Okarin, gives him more character. But which the anime didn't give him. He's still a good character in the anime. I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm just saying the extra stuff that he says throughout the game in his head and his perspective, it's it's cool. It gives him more character, if that makes any sense. Just like that scene with Kurisu, when we thought we were playing as her. Well, it's funny when I say playing as her, because we're not really playing as anyone, technically. We're in someone's point of view, but we're not really playing as anyone, really. But what I'm trying to get at is, what was I trying to get at here? I can't remember. Oh, well. I complain, but it's less than 10-minute walk. It's less than a 10-minute walk. New message. Hey, it's from Suzuha. I just got my first cellular phone recently. When I arrived in Tokyo a few days ago, I didn't even know how to ride it. Didn't know how to ride the train, so I just bought a bike instead. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Should I reply? I mean, yeah, of course. I just wonder. I always wonder what, if there's any significance in answering any of these text messages, because you have the option to put the phone away. So I just wonder if putting the phone away would, you know, be a big deal or not. Boom. That has to be a joke. You're trolling me, aren't you? That's funny. I should do it. Message sent. Oh. There's a handwritten sign outside of May Queen that says the first Raidnet Battle Cup. Still puzzling over what that means, I enter the cafe only to be greeted by a very unusual atmosphere. Ah, yeah, I remember this part. Okari. Maybe she was thinking of the IBM 5100 during work, so I asked the other girls if they knew anything. First I asked Maki-chan, but Maki-chan says she's not good with computers. Sounds about right. And then there's Lisa-Chan, but she only knows about the latest PCs, and she's actually a Mac head. Just get to the point. I don't really care how much trouble you went through. That's sad. Well, I think Ferris-chan knows. What? Is that true? Yep. Did you know she's a retro PC maniac? Naruhodo. Faris? That girl is seriously hardcore. I prefer not to talk to her if I could avoid it. But I'm really desperate for information. It's me. Looks like we got a lead on the IBM 5100. Are you ready for this? It's Faris Nyan Nyan. Ferris. He just said it. Ferris. I'm not ever paying attention. I don't catch it. It turns out that the cat girl's an expert on retro PCs. There's probably another side to this. Let's keep our eyes peeled. I suppose I'm the only man for the job. Very well. I'll make the approach. If you don't hear from me by 2,000 hours, by 2. What the fuck? If you don't hear from me by 2 hours, tonight, then forget about me and commence the strike on May Queen. 2,000 hours. That's a lot. Everything is a choice of Steins Gate. Say, kongroo. I put away the phone to search the place for Ferris, but she finds me first. Nyan Nyan, is Kyoma gonna join too? Today's the Ferris Cup. Nya. I hate myself for saying yeah like that. I'm sure I'm going to offend a lot of people for that. Especially the cat boys, cat girls. Oh god, they're gonna rage in my comments and be like, that sounds pathetic. Ah, give me a bitter meow now or nya for me. Nya! Okay, calm down. People are asleep. It doesn't seem like Ferris is going to explain what that means. Whew. Nevertheless, it's plain to see that things are very different in here today. No, seriously, what's the Ferris Cup? A paw-to-paw contest with Ferris. Ferris goes at it with everyone at the same time. A reward goes to those Ferris finds worthy. God bless. I gulp and look at Ferris hard. Ferris, are you serious? Going at it with all these men at the same time. That sounded a little... I'm not even gonna say it. Say Ferris for Kyoma. I refuse. Yeah, yeah.
俺は戦うつもりなど
I
ない
didn't come to fight. I only came to talk to
ただ
you.
参戦しないなら
If you're not going to play, then I'm sorry, but I'll have to ask you to leave. Yeah.
メイドの
Damn. What's this? A maid sending a customer away?
今日のフェイリスは
Ferris is the organizer of the Ferris Cup today. Only participants are allowed inside the shop. Yeah. God bless you.
話は2分で済む
I only need 2 minutes. The IBN.
聞かないにゃ
Not listening. Yeah.
フェイリス
If you want to talk to Ferris, you have no choice but to join the Ferris Cup.
参加
Yeah.
するしか方法はないにゃ
Oh my gosh. That's just low. I mean, that's fair. I mean.
さあ
So,
どうするにゃ
what'll it be, Nyan? You can't survive unless you fight with your own paws, Nyan. Use any method to obtain information. That's my current mission, pretty much. I have to do it no matter what lies ahead.
やむを得んなその勝負受けてたとただし
Nah, there's no choice. I accept your challenge, but on one condition.
勝負した暁
If I face you, you'll tell me everything you
お前の知
know.
る情報
にゃにゃ
Nyan, nyan. Well, fine by me, nyan. New message. Okay. So I'm Lukaku. I'm sorry. Whenever I talk to you, I realize how far I still have to go. Maybe it's because I'm still a minor, but there's no excuse. I need to learn to be self-reliant. If I depend on you too much, again, please scold me. P.S. I did 20 practice swings with Samadare. I feel I'm getting a little stronger. God, I'm stuttering. But I still can't do anything without you. Okay, Ma'am-san. Please. Teach me. Onegashimasu. Yokaro. Yes. I love it. Full. 20 is nothing. Do 100 swings. Then we'll talk. I should incorporate that to my workouts. I should totally do that. I should do that. I should do 100 swings every day. Just to no, I should do that. I should totally see. Now obviously I've never done it before, so that's why that's 100 swings. I mean, in a day. I mean, I don't know what that's like. So I mean, I don't know if that would take a lot out of you. I'm sure it would. 100, I'm sure it could take a lot out of you. But I'm just lost as to how Lukaku is only able to do 20, and then call it a day. It's like, do you not drink enough water or something? Do you not work out? But even then, 20 is still kind of, huh? Anyways, boom. I should do that. Comment down below if you think I should do that as a video. A YouTube short. A short. I got an idea now. This is now at Warzone. Lured by the promise of information, I challenge Ferris, stepping over the countless corpses into the arena for our decisive battle. Ugh. Don't. Allow me to show you how a true man fights. Don't tell me you've got a plan. This is great. Indeed I do. Let's call this Operation Sweet Side. A loud oh echoes from all around me. So Kyoma thinks he's up to par, yeah. The tears of the fallen 20 shall not be in vain. What the fuck? Do you remember our powers, Ferris? Once this match is over, you'll tell me everything you know. Amazing. That crazy bastard actually needs to win. Go for it, Ocarine. They place their hopes on me. I slowly step up to the table. 5 minutes. That's all it will take to decide the match. Okay, round 3, start. Yeah, right now, access battlers duel. Access. Pretty sure he loses that first round though. I give up. You're weak. Too weak. I remember. Obviously, I never played Raid Access Battlers before. There's no way I can win if I don't if I don't even know the rules. That's great. Mayushi's disappointed. Damn. So it was all bluff. What happened to Operation Sweet Side? It was almost like Kyoma committed suicide. Yeah. Wait,
それってまさ
don't
か
tell me.
うわ
Yes, that's exactly what you're thinking.
作戦名
Operation Sweet Side was a suicide attack.
自爆に
どう見てもダジャレです
That's gotta be the worst
本当
pun
にありが
ever.
とうございました
Explain?
でも
'Cause I actually don't remember
なん
this
で
scene.
今
I
日
don't
は
remember
負
this
け
scene
た
very
のに
well.
そんな
It's been
に
a
嫌なの
while since I last seen this anime all the way through, so most of the stuff that I am seeing, I forgot how they play out. I only remember like the main stuff. I only remember the big stuff that happens. This part, I consider it small stuff. I consider it as like small plot shit. Yeah, so I don't remember any of it. I don't remember this very well. So as far as how effective his plan was, I don't remember. I don't know how it was effective at all. But anyways, but why are you so proud even though I made kitty litter out of you? Yeah. Have you not figured it out, Ferris? Nyan Nyan? Win or lose, it made no difference.
どういうことかにゃ
What was that supposed to mean? Yeah.
俺がお前に提示した
Do you
条
remember
件
that-
を覚えている
That's right.
にゃ
If Ferris lost, then she'd tell you everything.
情報をすべて
違う
No, you are
な間違
wrong,
っている
Ferris.
ぞ
What I said was,
勝負した暁
if I
には
face you,
お
you'll
前
tell
が
me
知る情
everything
報を
you
す
know.
べて話して
If
も
I
らう
face you, now do you understand?
俺は一言も
I
お
never
前に
needed
勝
to
ったら
win.
とこの作戦は
No one else
俺だから
could have
こそ
pulled
で
it
きた
off.
こと
These fools were lured here by the prospect of
フェリス
Ferris
の手作り料
home
理という
cooking.
目の前の
They were
餌に
obsessed
釣
with
られ
winning.
だが俺は違った
But not I. Your home
フェリス
cooking
の
meant
手料理
nothing
な
to
どに
me.
は
That
全
difference
く
in
興味は
motivation
な
is
かっ
what
た
allowed this suicide mission to
その
succeed.
文字
God. I can't mimic that. Just Marvel in his freaking glory. Marvel, larval, I don't know what the word is.
すごいね
Wow, Wolverine, you're amazing.
汚ね
That's dirty.
頭脳的作戦
I
と
think
言
you
え
mean fiendishly clever.
Operation
Behold the success of
G-Back.
Operation Sweet Side.
さあ
Now, Ferris, answer me. Where is the IBM 5100?
はい
にゃ
Yeah,
IBN 5000
the IBM 5100.
しらばっくれても無
Don't
駄
play
だ
dumb. I have a reliable source.
俺は確かな筋か
I remember the image of the IBM 5100 shining fingers at me. I bring it up on my phone and show it to Ferris.
お前が
I know that you have
IBM
information
5100について
information on the
知っている
IBM
のは間違いな
5100.
い
にゃ
I don't see how they say that the IBM 5100 so many times, but at the same time, this is the same guy that says phone wave name subject to change. So I'm not even gonna bother asking that. Yeah, how do you expect me to remember that? Yeah, no, I think I've seen this computer before.
どういうこと
What?
だ
I thought
お
you
前
were
は
an
レトロ
expert on
PC に
retro
詳しいの
PC.
だろ
Larry told me.
マヨリがそう言っていたぞ
うわ情報源明
You
かして
leaked
る
your
し
source. Oh, oh. Yep, Mayashi's a reliable source.
確かに詳しくはないにゃ
I'm not an expert,
うちの
yeah.
パパが集
Papa
めてたから
collected them,
今
so
も
we've
家
got
の倉
tons
庫に
at home.
たく
That's
さんし
all.
まってあるけど
つまりそこに
So that must be where the IBM 5000 is
眠っ
sealed.
ているのだな
A 5100 is
ではよろ
sealed.
しく案
Take me
内して
there
も
at
らおう
once.
それは無理にゃ
I can't, yeah.
何
What?
No, no.
Why?
あそこは
Because that's the
フェ
Ferris
リス家にとっての
Ferris clan
聖域なの
sanctuary.
ね
The Ferris clan?
入ることができるの
The
は
only ones who
猫
may
耳
enter
を持つフェリ
the
ス
may
家の
enter
娘で
are the
猫
Ferris
の修
clan's
行を積んだ
cat-eared
者だけ
daughters,
にゃ
those who pursue the knowledge of the Meow Miko.
つまり
In other words, it's paws off to everybody but Ferris. Yeah. Try to force your way in and you'll grow dog ears.
犬耳
Yeah.
が生えてしまう
そんなわけなかろうが
Like hell I
何が
will.
犬耳だ
Dog ears? You're right. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right.
本当なのにゃ
It's true. Yeah. Ferris doesn't tell tall tales. Yeah. Instantly, the air is charged with malice. I find myself surrounded by 27 Ferris fans, each glaring at me with bloodshot eyes. Oh my god. You coward. You converted your believers into your personal army.
フェリスは
Ferris is
本
the
当の
only
ことしか
is only
言って
telling
な
the
い
truth.
にゃ
Yeah. My gosh. What do I do? What do I do, Lord? Destroy the child. Corrupt them all. This is their plan, people. These are demons. Cringe, I know. No, not now. It's too soon. My right hand trembles. No, don't tell. No, don't tell me your anti-raynet system activated. Activating. I warn you, playing raynet can kill you. Get this bug out of here, Todd. What? Where did that come from? I ignore Ferris and stagger towards the exit. Her worshippers let me pass. It feels as if everyone is giving me cold stares, but I don't have the time to check and make sure. I throw myself out the door into the open air. Damn, empty-handed. You got played. The throbbing in my right arm settles as soon as I leave the cafe. I guess I'll ask Daru and Mayuri about Ferris some the other day. Okarin! What happened? Is the Ferris Cup already over? Nope. Well, just about. After this, the customers get to chat with Ferris-chan. I wanted to tell you about the that IBM 5100 thing. I showed Ferris-chan the picture again. Good work, Mayuri. Completely different from a certain useless super hacker. So, Ferris-chan said it was probably around the time when she was in elementary school. On a cold autumn day, while Ferris-chan was shivering from the cold, her butler, Kuroki-san, came to help. I don't care about her butler. Just get to the point. So basically, she ended up donating one of her dad's computers to a shrine. She says it looked just like the one you're looking for. Donated it? To a shrine? Nani? That's an unexpected combination. What shrine? Don't know. Where could it be? You didn't ask her? Whatever. It's a lead. The only shrines in Akiba are Kanda, Myonjin, and Yanabayashi. Guys, I did it. Yanabayashi Shrine. I did it. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but at least it's a start. Good work, Mayuri. Continue your espionage mission. Espionage? Espionage? I don't know how you pronounce that word. SBN hot. That's exactly how I would have pronounced it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Bye. Okay, bye-bye. I love that she said that the way I would have said it. Kanda Myojin is the larger and more popular shrine, so 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. But when I inquire at the shrine office, nobody knows anything about an old computer. That leaves Yanabayashi Shrine. It's probably not there either, but I have to try. If that fails, I'll have to search all Tokyo shrines one by one. Oh god. The thought alone makes me dizzy, so I set it aside for now. Oh, that was his phone going on. I'm stupid. Who is this? What? Is this a wrong number or? Ah, you're from the organization, aren't you? Is this a warning? You telling me to stop getting involved with CERN? Huh? Is that Kurisu? It's a woman's voice. It's Kurisu. You're not from the organization? No, it's Makis. Makise. Oh, you mean Christina? Sorry, but I don't remember. But tell me where we met. Paris or London? Akihabara. We saw each other yesterday. Remember? Yesterday. Whoa! Oh, my assistant. Not your assistant, Makis Kurisu. God, I love these two. If you don't say Christina, then I have no way of knowing it's you. I'm not Christina either. How many times do I have to tell you? You never stop complaining, do you? Whose fault is that? Whose? Wait, but wait a minute. How do you know my phone number? How do you know my phone number? Hashida-san told me. Oh, that's boring. So what is it, assistant? I said I'm not your assistant. Ha! What's the point? Where are you now? I'm headed to Yanabayashi Shrine. Nailed it! Oh, okay. Bye then. Oh. Eh? What? What was that? Is she messing with me? She's messing with me. How dare my assistant treat me like this? I shall scold her most harshly the next time we meet. Oh man, that's great. New message. It's from Suzuha. The train didn't run through where I lived. I was astonished to see how many train lines Tokyo had. It's like a big web. God bless, I can't speak. Not even responding to that, but okay. I wonder, I guess really the only thing, like when it comes to text messages, obviously you make your own decision, but I noticed that responses could probably depend on what you choose to respond with. So, there's that. What was that phone call about? I just wanted to ask you where you were. And since you said you were coming here, I came. Nobody asked you to come. And yet, here I am. Why did you come to see me? Not because I wanted to or anything. Don't get me wrong. She's bored. I can't stop thinking about what you said yesterday. What was it she said? What he said? What was it he said? What I said. About the okay, never mind. About the IBM 5100 and CERN. Of course, you're working for CERN, not the organization. You're here to kill me, aren't you? That's what I thought. You have the face of a killer. Oh, what's wrong with my face? How rude. Can you calm down for a bit? You're always screwing around. I can't believe you're older than me. Is he? Is he 19? 18? Or I guess by a couple months? Calm down. You can't understand what it's like to live on the run, never knowing when the next assassin will strike. The next assassin. Oh, I'm hearing gibberish. You come here to pick a fight? I just wanted to know how the IBM 5100 and CERN are related. Don't you mean you're interested in CERN's time machine research? Be honest with yourself. Shut up! I'm not interested in time machines at all. More importantly, did you find an IBM 5100? That's why I'm here. I remember this part! I remember this part! A shrine? Correct. I remember this part. Okay. Kyoma-san. Hello. I remember this part. I love this part. Lukaku, why don't you have it? Eh? Are you talking about the demon sword Samadari? I thought I told you to carry it at all times. Oh. I'm sorry, but it gets in the way when I'm cleaning, so... When did they attack you while you're cleaning? Nobody's gonna come to your rescue, you know? He's right. That's true. I'll be more careful from now on. God bless it. Hey, what are you two talking about? Oh, and this part! Oh, I forgot about this part! Who might this be? I remember this part. Oh, my assistant. No, what kind of introduction is that? I'm only telling the truth, Christina. You're not Japanese? I am Japanese. Anyway, Lukaku, I need to talk to you about your father. Talk to your father about. And then boom. Wait, introduce me. She's so bitter because she's not introduced properly. You want to be introduced properly? It's unnatural not to be introduced in this situation. I didn't come here to introduce you to Lukaku. The introduction wouldn't take more than 10 seconds. What's wrong with you? Please don't fight. Kaz? This is Maka's curse, my assistant. Yeah, whatever. Assistant, whatever. Sorry. Bitter. She's bitter. Nice to meet you, Maka-san. I am I'm just gonna say Luca. Nice to meet you too. How old are you? 17 this year. A year younger than me. ... Oh, really, Maka-san, you're so grown up. I can't believe we're only a year apart. That means you look old. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, you're very beautiful. Thanks. He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. I think you're very cute. But he's a guy. I probably shouldn't tell her that. No, but I'm pretty sure in the anime he said it though. God dang it. You're introduced. Happy. Can we move on now? Damn it. You're such a jerk. Oh my god. Anyway, Lukaku, I require an audience with your father. Can you make it happen? Yes, sure. But why do you need to talk to my dad? It's a grave matter that concerns the future of mankind. The future? Of mankind? That's right, he didn't tell her anything. I'll go get him. He believes just about anything I say. That's funny. Lukaku's father soon appears. No, I think he tells her later that it's that Luka's a guy. Hoen-kun, it's been a while. Thank you for always taking care of Luka. You know how funny it would have been if he had said, for taking care of my son, Luka, and Kurisu just goes, that would have been so funny. The honor is mine. So, Hoen-kun, do you need me for something? Yes, of course. I'm not even going to read that. I explained to Lukaku's father how I need the IBN 5100. And then I asked him if that retro PC was donated to the Yanabayashi Shrine. I had it great earlier. I don't know if donated is the right word to use. But no computer was entrusted to the shrine about 9 years ago. Oh! That's it. That has to be it. 9 years ago. Goodness gracious. He tells me that he has it in a storage, so we head over there. A text message in the middle of it? What the heck? It's from Myri. Okay. Ocarine, do you eat junk food? It's almost festival season, so if I find any food stalls, I think I'll try them out. What do you think? Sure. Now that you mention it, we used to go to a lot of festivals together, didn't we? Remember how I used to clean house at the shooting ranges? They called me the 6 p.m. sniper. Oh my god. There, that should do it. Fucking weirdo. Yes! It is that part. With Luka's dad's permission, I searched through the shrine's packed storage house. At long last, I find a conspicuous looking box. I thanked him and took a look inside. An IBN 5100. You found it. It says IBN 5100 portable computer. Finally, I have solved Akiba's urban legend. Freaking laugh.
What?
Y'all heard the laugh. Y'all heard the laugh. And that wonderful voice acting too. I have to say, I love his voice acting. Now the problem is whether Lukaku's father will lend it to me. Luka's dad, I'll be blunt. There you go. I'm not even going to pronounce the last name. May I borrow this computer? Sure. Seriously? Is it okay for a priest to just lend property out like that? Items which were donated to the shrine? I've never heard of anything like that. That's why I was expecting him to refuse. When this was entrusted to us, the owner said this: if a young man ever appears and says that he needs this computer, no matter what, please lend it to him with my blessings. That's amazing. I didn't think it would actually happen. To be honest, I'd forgotten about it entirely until you reminded me.
これは法院君に
I actually
お
forgot
貸し
about
しま
that
しょう
too. I'm happy
ただ
to.
し使い終わ
Anyways,
ったら
sorry.
必ず
Sorry if
返
I
してくださいね
add extra dialogue. I'll try to make it not sound like I'm talking for the. Anyway, I'll shut up. I'm happy to lend it to you, Hoen Kyun, but please be sure to return it when you're done, okay?
はい
Of course.
ありが
Thank
と
you.
うございます
I can't stop laughing. Things are going better than I anticipated. It's almost like everything being handed to me on a silver platter. On a silver platter. Ugh. Now certain secrets will be laid here. Will laid bare. We can expose their wicked research and possibly even gather hints on the creation of a time machine. And then I can complete the first time machine in human history. Now I have to get the IBM 5100 back to the lab. But unfortunately, I don't have a car to transport it. In fact, I don't even have a license. I want to use the restroom real quick. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Anyways, back to it. But unfortunately, I don't have a car to wait, hold up. Okay, back to it. I don't have a car to transport it. In fact, I don't. Okay, well, I already read this. Same goes for my assistant. I love this part. Oh, I love this part.
アメリカでは16歳から普通
Kids Americans start driving at 16? How come you don't have a license?
にもかかわ
何よ
What?
悪い
Something wrong with that? I spent all my time doing research.
青春を無駄に過ごしてい
You're
る
wasting your youth.
あんたを見てるとそうとも思
I
えな
thought
い
so too until I met you. Now I realize I'm doing just
私の方が
fine.
よっぽど有意義な過ごし方してると思う
Touche.
の
No fighting, please.
よくない
ルカ
You're a lifesaver, Lukaku. Thank your father again for me.
改めて父上には礼を言って
Luca's dad has already returned to the shrine office.
あなたのお父さん
Your father is a lovely man. Eh? My father is married. Adultery is bad. Oh my.
はい
Huh?
そうか
I
女子
see, assistant. So you like older
親
men.
父好きだ
Hey, wait. Don't misunderstand you two. That's not what I meant.
そういう意味じゃない
This is great. I won't give up my father. Please don't cry.
私が言ったの
I
は
just meant I was jealous of how well you get along with your father,
お
that's
かしい
all.
な
Well, good point, because, you know, her and her father don't. Ah, of course.
そうで
I'm
す
sorry for the weird misunderstanding. That was so rude of me.
だから泣かないでよ
Don't cry. We resolved the misunderstanding, so it's all okay.
だが
But in the depths of your
心の
heart
奥底では
lies feelings for
ル
Luca's
カ
dad.
パパへの募る
ねえよ
Die. God.
ルカ
Lukaku, don't forget your practice swing for with Samadari. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. El Sai Kongoli.
コングルーだ
It's kongroo. Don't forget it. I'm sorry.
行くぞ
Let's move.
はいはい
Yeah, yeah. I start to walk out of the shrine. Oh, man, he didn't tell her. He didn't tell her. Yes. Hey, stop, stop, stop. I said stop.
なんだうるさいやつ
You're a
だ
noisy one.
あんたね前に進
Don't
まな
walk
いでよ
forward. Then I have to walk
私が後ろ
backwards.
歩きしなく
Let's
ちゃい
just
けな
walk
いでしょ
sideways. Oh, God.
横に動きなさい
いいからキビキビ動
Whatever.
け
Get moving. Assistant. Hey, listen, please. Just listen. I can't walk backwards.
常習ならばできるはず
Of course you can. You're my assistant.
期待してくれて
Abusive.
どうも
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I can't. I'm asking you to not go side. I'm asking you to go sideways. No, I'm telling you to go sideways. Sideways, I'm going to fall. You must be walking fast. We finally made it. I'm exhausted.
疲れ
God
た
bless it.
お前がああだ
If you didn't complain so much about every little thing, we would have gotten here sooner.
その言葉
Right, back at you. You stopped to take a break at least 5 times
あなた
along the
5
way.
回は途中で休憩しようって言った
That's because I wasn't feeling well.
どこか悪いの
Are you okay? It's just occasionally my right arm aches, and when it does, dark, destructive, impulses overcome my soul.
うっさい黙れ
Shut up, or I'll tell the parasocial nerves out of that heart.
助っ人呼んだ方がいいんじゃない
Oh, shouldn't you get your friends help?
そうだな
You're right.
あれ
Huh? Part-time warrior comes out of the Bronze Tube workshop with a perfect timing.
岡部倫太郎じゃん。
If it isn't Okabe
何運んで
Rutaro,
んの？
what you got there? You want to know? Then I'll tell you. Wait, if you're just going to stand and talk, shouldn't we just get the box down first? Oh my god. Yeah, actually, wait. This will only take a second.
立ち話をする必要はないぞ。
Well, what is it?
IBN
What if I told you it's an IBN 5100? No way! You found it? Wow, way to go, Okabe Rutaro.
岡部倫太郎。どこ？どこ
Where
に
was
あっ
it?
た？
Ugh, it's heavy.
重いね。
Poor Marcus.
どこにあったの？
So where was it?
柳林神社。
Yanabayashi Shrine. Yes! My brain was with me. Yanabayashi Shrine. You mean like a Shinto shrine?
神の社？
ああ。
Yeah. Yeah.
なんだってそんなところに。
Why was it there? Huh? Oh no.
なんですか？
Yes?
マキセクリス？
Marcus Kurisu.
そうだけど。
Yes? Oof. What's going on here? I can't move a muscle. The air's so thick with the tension.
なんなの？
Well, what is it? Have I done something wrong?
あなたに。
Humph. Suzaha turns away and without looking back disappears into the Bronze Tube workshop.
今の
Who was that?
誰？
1階のブラウン
She
管
works
工房
part-time at the store. At that store.
なんで私
Why was she
睨まれ
glaring
た
at
わ
me?
け？
More like, what, shouldn't you be asking what was with that fighting pose you took? Because she took like a whole pose, like she was about to battle you or whatever. How should I know? Did you do something to make her angry?
彼女とは今初
I've
めて
never
会
seen
っ
her
た
before in
の。
my life. How rude.
失礼な人ね。
Kurosu picked a fight with me a fight the first time we met too, but that was a hallucination. So I don't say anything. Okay. I sent Daru and Mayuri. I get Daru and Mayuri to come down and help us, but the four of us carried the IBN 5100 upstairs. God, I can't speak English. If it were to save my
みんな
life.
ご苦労。
Good work,
これで
everyone. With
俺た
this,
ちは
we can
戦え
fight.
る。
Yeah.
戦うって誰と？
Who are you fighting? He already said, CERN.
そして
And the system
世
that
界を
rules the
牛
world.
耳るし。
あんたって本当
If
に
that's
幸
what
せ
makes you
そう
happy.
ね。
けどすげえよ
But wow, I
マ
can't
ジで
believe
見
you
つけて
found
くるなん
one.
て
You make the impossible look
僕たちにで
easy.
きないこ
That's
とを
why we
平
love
然と
you.
やっ
That's
て
why
のけ
we
る そこに
that's we
しびれる
okay. I'm about to say, what the
憧
heck?
れないけどね。
That's so weird. Okay. I certainly don't admire him.
え
Eh?
え
Eh? Eh?
見つけられたのはね。
It's all thanks to Mayushi.
マユシー情報
Without Mayushi's info, Okuri would still be lost on the streets of Akiba.
あ
Mayuri's right. She did well this time.
今回
Go, Mayuri. Anyway, it's time for Mayushi to go home.
クリスちゃんはどうする？
What about you, Christian? Want to go together?
ありがとう。
Thanks, but
で
I'm
も
going to
もう
stay here
し
a
ばら
little
くここ
longer.
にいるわ。
Looks like Kurisu's interested in the IBM 5100 in CERN after all. That reminds me, I haven't filled her in yet. Ha!
そっか。
Okay, but you should go
あ
home
んまり
before it
遅
gets
く
too
な
late.
らないうちに帰った方がいいよ。じゃあまた
See you
明日
tomorrow.
ね。
Du-du-du.
ルルル
I did it. Oh, I did. Oh, I actually did pretty well. Mayuri waves her hand as she leaves.
それで
Now then, Darton,
誰 IBN
where,
5000
when do you think we can use the
Yes,
IBM
I'll say
5100 to hack CERN?
そうだな
Well,
すげえ
wow.
ちゃんと
It
電
actually
源つ
turned
いた
on.
まずこいつの使い方を
First,
覚
I need
え
to
なきゃ
learn
な
how
ん
to
だ
use this
ぜ
thing. It
そ
looks
も
like
そも配
hooking
線
it
つな
up
げた
is
りも
going to
大
be a
変そう
pain.
だしちょっと時間かかるかも
It might take a
サー
while.
バー
I
管理
can't
者
play
の
with
ID
this
探
thing.
しと同時進行は
I
無理
can't play with this thing and search for the server admin's ID at the same time. Ugh.
構わん
Excuse me.
ID
I
探しの
apologize.
優先
That was
させ
rude
て
of me. That was rude of me. I apologize. I was not thinking. You forget, Cameron, that when you're at home, just because you're at home does not mean doing stuff like that's okay, because it's not okay. It's not okay. Alright, prioritize the ID search. I apologize.
できれば
I apologize.
今月中に
If possible, I'd like you to get the IBM 5100 ready to use. This month, though,
今月ってまだ30日
there's still
丸々残
30
ってん
days
じゃん
left this month. It's gonna
さすがに
take
来
that.
月までは
It's not gonna take that long. That's my super hacker. Of course, you call him hacker.
これ借りるわよ。
I'm borrowing this. Whoa. he's getting
やっぱり落ち着
excited.
くな、白衣。
It's just not right without a lab coat. I love this. No! Dang it, I was gonna screenshot that. That was perfect. That would have been a good thumbnail. Oh, a good thumb. I can look up on the internet anyways. Hey!
助手よ
Assistant!
お前は
You get it! Don't you?
分かっているじゃないか
Get
何がよ。
get what? Let
話
go.
してよ。
やはり
If you're gonna do science, you need a lab
白
coat,
衣こ
right?
そがユニフォームだよなやはり俺の目に狂いは
I
な
knew
かった
we were meant for this. Christina, you're the best assistant a mad scientist could ask for.
褒めてくれてるのかもし
I
れん。
don't know if that's supposed to be a
私にしてみれ
compliment,
ば
but
侮辱
it's
されてるとしか思えんぞ。おい、
but it's coming off as an insult. Now let go.
その白
That's
衣
more
は
like a compliment.
ラボ面加入記念として
I'm giving you that lab coat to commemorate your joining the lab. Don't worry, it's never been worn. Or maybe this fateful encounter between you and that lab coat was decided by destiny long ago. Daru not wearing it was just an inevitability. This was the choice of Steins, and then boom, cut off.
すべてはシュタインズ
それで
Oh, text. Well,
それで
well, what?
説明を要請してるん
I'm
だ
asking for an explanation. What's this about the IBM 5100 and CERN?
ちょっと岡部、
It's Moeka.
Huh?
Hey, Okabe. What? Oh, I didn't get to read the whole. It's about Moeka. I'm pretty sure she was asking about the IBM 5000 though. Oh, anyways, what did you just call me?
岡部って言
I
ったの
called you Okabe.
岡部だと
Okabe. I took one step towards Kurusu. Oh
オ
god.
カリンタンマタンマ
Time out. Time out.
今
Did you just call me
岡部
Okabe?
と言ったか
言ったわよ。
I did.
悪い。
Problem.
確かに私はあんたよ
Yes,
り
I'm
年下
younger
だけ
than
ど。
you. But you insist on calling me by ridiculous names like Christina and,
Zombie
and zombies, so I don't think I need to show you any respect by adding son and besides.
違う
That's not the problem!
俺は岡部ではない
I am not Okabe! I am Holy Choma! How many times do I have to tell
何を
you,
言わせれば分かるのだクリ
Christina?
スティーナ
Oh man.
自分のこと
God, you're so full of yourself.
いい子
From now
俺
on,
のことは
call me
ホー
Holy.
イン
That or Kyo.
今日も
お断りします。
No. Why? He made her tear up.
もしかして泣いたのか
Cry?
入ってないわよ、バカ。
I'm not crying. It's not like I was scared of you for a second there or anything. And I definitely wasn't relieved when you started talking like an idiot again, okay?
涙が出ちゃったわけでも。
Daru, why is my assistant crying?
今本人が全部
She
説明
said
し
so
たわけだ
herself just now. Oh man.
俺は名前の間違い
All I did was correct her on my name. Yeah, you better get his name right. You'll get canceled for that. Motherfucker.
強気に見え
God.
て意
Ah,
外
but
と
that
足りないのか
applies
も
to
それはそれで燃える
because
け
he
ど
calls her Christina, so goes both ways. So, anyways, but maybe she only acts strong, but is actually weak on the inside. That would be pretty mo. Huh. Well, whatever. Before I send a reply to Shining Finger, I take out a fresh Dr. Pepper out of the fridge.
ね
Hey,
え、
aren't
話
you
を聞
going
か
to
せ
tell
て
me
く
what's
れな
going
いの
on? Instead of responding, I toss her the bottle of Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Kurusu tries to catch it but fails magnificently.
それでも飲んで
I'll explain it in a
少し待ってい
second.
てくれ
Drink that while you wait. G.
お気遣
Thanks.
いありがとう。
Now then, about the message of Shining Finger. She ended up being no help at all, but I suppose I can't just say nothing. I got the goods. Over. I send as concise a message as possible. I guess that's how you say it.
さて
Now then. I turn back to Kurisu but then the reply comes before I can even open my mouth. God bless. The goods. You found an IBM 5100? Gimme. What nonsense is this? Sorry, but I'm not the owner. I can't just give it to you. I said that. Another instant reply. Gah. Let me borrow it. She'll disappear, and I'll never see the IBM 5100 again. No borrowing either. You can come to our lab if you want to see it, but no touching. The address is Chiyoda-ku Sotaka Nara. Not even gonna worry about pronouncing all that. But again, what if there's a because this is like the third time he gives detailed locations. There's gotta be a reason for that. Once I send her our address, the reply finally sees.
待たせたなクリスティ
Sorry for the wait, Christina. Oh, you're a fan of the doc as well. I see.
本場で7年過ごしてきた
I've lived 7 years at its birthplace after all.
なるほ
Excellent. We'll make
どお前
great
とはい
drinking
い
buddies.
友達になれそう
God, I'm sorry. I love their chemistry. I know y'all probably, but they fight a lot. But I love it.
私は未成年よ
I'm a minor. That's not what he meant.
そうではない
That's not what I meant. I meant Dr. Pepper drinking buddies.
それ限定なのか
Is that all you drink? I immediately I explained how Daru and I hacked into CERN. Okay, thank God they saved the trouble. And how they've already had the LHC in operation for 9 years. And how they successfully created many black holes. And how it looks like they're researching time travel. And also how they haven't disclosed any of that to the world.
確かにセルンは妙だけど
CERN certainly is acting strange, but how's the IBM 5100 involved?
セルンのデータベース
CERN database uses an IBM 5100.
だから
So,
そのデータベースの情報を
the only way to decrypt that database is to use an IBM 5100 of our
を使
own.
うほか
なんでそうわかるのよ
How do you know that?
とある筋
Source! I have my sources. Oh, and I said that before you even did, so good me. Go me. I don't drop Tyler's name. I have no doubt this genius girl would laugh if I did. She definitely would.
IBN 5100
Get in the IBM 5100 and such inside.
セルンが本当に
I
そん
want
な
to see
研
proof
究を
that
してい
CERN
る
is
のか
actually doing that sort of research. True, we didn't get any definite proof of CERN's time travel research last time we hacked them. Yeah, because you needed extra shit.
誰
Darn, will it
セ
take
ルンの
much
サ
longer
ー
to
バー
find
管
the
理者の
server
パスワー
admin's
ドを見つ
account?
けるのは時間がかかるのか
ちょうどこれからやろうと
Actually, I
思っ
was
て
just
たん
thinking
よ
about doing that. It shouldn't take more than half a day, I guess.
というわけだ
There you go.
それまで待つわ
I'll wait until then.
待つって
Yo, wait.
More
It's already getting dark.
夜になってる
Why not just go
件
home
につい
for
て
tonight and come back tomorrow
今
morning?
日は一度帰って
いいえ
No
待たせて
thanks.
もら
I'll
う
wait. I want to know as soon as
1マイクロ
possible,
秒でも
even if
早
it's
く知り
just
たい
a
から
microsecond sooner. That's the spirit. You're already fascinated by the conspiracy. You can't help but want to know what lies in the heart of CERN.
知りたくてたまらない
あんたたちの言うことが
If
も
what
し
you
事
guys
実
are
だと
saying
す
is
るな
true, then it isn't something to joke about.
セルンは世
CERN
界
is the
最高の
world's
研
top
究機関なのよ
top research institution. If they're doing secret experiments without publishing their results,
世界中の研
they're
究者
making fools of
バカにして
scientists
る
the world over.
もし
That's
事
only
実
if
なら
it's true, though.
だけど
Doesn't sound like she completely believes us, but no matter.
ではだ
Obviously. Anyway, Daru, I'll leave it to you. You say that, you say she doesn't completely believe you, but the very fact that she's willing to stay over all night just to be there the second y'all are in the database just shows that she wants to know. She wants to know if it's true or not. Because in most cases, if somebody had to wait and if they really don't believe it, they're probably just going to be like, Nah, I'll just come when you hack in, when you finally get in, that kind of thing, you know. Anyway, Dar, I'll leave it to you. Almost an hour. New message. It's from Myri. Remember when we went to the Harati festival? That Ratsna-san plushie you won is still on my desk at home. That's cute. Ratsna, what's that? Japanese, please. Good game so far. According to Daro's research, the IBM 5100 weighs 25 kilos and we'll leave it in the corner of the room for now. Should hide it somewhere. Can you show me the phone wave? Indeed, I can. Want to experiment? You haven't been able to send another email to the past yet, right? Do you know why? I can only shake my head. Let's run some tests. Man, you have a ton of junk. It's not junk. Since you're new to the Future Gadget Laboratory, I'll explain. These are the glorious fruits of our science, the Future Gadgets. Future Gadget 1 and 7 are stored here. The phone wave, which... I'm surprised he called it the phone wave. He called it the phone wave, but didn't include name subject to change. He didn't even call... Wow. With which you are already familiar is Gadget number 8. Wow. Future Gadgets, huh? The look on her face. Hey, isn't this a weapon? Future Gadget. Oh my god. Mode snake designed after a claymore landmine is the instant humidifier. Humidifier. Okay. How confusing. Insert water and turn the power on in a mere seconds. It generates a thick cloud of steam. So it's junk. I thought so. Shut up so we can start the experiment. God, I love these two. So you haven't tampered with the microwave at all. It's in terminal mode now. You can change the factory settings like this, make the microwave do things its manufacturer never intended. How was it set when the discharge phenomenon occurred? Nothing out of the ordinary. It was at factory settings. I'll take a banana. Those are Myri's. Oh, so I don't need your permission then. I'll go buy new bananas tomorrow. Damn. 120 seconds later, the remotely activated phone wave name subject to change chimed. Okay. Nothing happened. The banana's still in the microwave, unjellified. That is weird. Ow! It's hot. Meaning the microwaves function normally. This proves that the hidden function Myri found wasn't a freezing function, but we knew that already. We can't reproduce the jellification phenomenon, much less send mail to the past. What does this mean? I guess what happened earlier wasn't an irregularity after all. I don't think if it's an irregularity or not, but we ought to investigate the cause. I agree. But Kurisu's motives and my motives are probably the exact opposite. My assistant here wants to disprove my theory that the phone wave, name subject to change, is in fact a time machine. In the previous experiment, after spending 120 seconds in the phone wave name subject to change, the banana teleported back to the bunch jellified. We should consider that it returned to its state 120 seconds before. Yeah. Wrong. If it returned to its state 120 seconds before, it wouldn't be jellified. Good point. So she said she wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in time. The chicken returned to its frozen state without jellifying. That logic is dubious. Sure, it ended up frozen, but did you examine the possibility that it might have jellified first? No, I didn't. I think Myri ate the refrozen chicken. Salt didn't jellify. You mean nothing changed?
この前の放電現象が発
After
生
all,
した後
after the discharge
徹夜で実験した
phenomenon
結果
occurred last time, we spent
キャ
all
ベツ
night experimenting
大根
with cabbage,
米
radishes,
こんにゃく
rice,
メロンパンガリガリ君
konjac,
カップ麺
melon bread, crunchy
いずれも
coon, and I
何
don't
も
know what
起き
crunchy
なか
coon is, and cup noodles. Nothing happened. Oh, I already know what it is.
液体に関しても同様だ
The same thing with liquids. On that day, our success rate
放
took
電
an
現象の前
180
後で
degree turn.
実験放電現象前は
Before
全
the
て成
discharge
功
phenomenon, everything succeeded.
放
After
電
the
現象後は
discharge
全て失敗
phenomenon, everything failed.
レンジが電気を溜め
Is the,
込んでるとか
is the microwave storing electricity?
ゲル化したものは
You
フ
said
ラ
that
クタル
the
構造のよう
jellified
だって
objects
言
became
ってたわよね。
fractal structured, right?
塩はもともと
Salt has a simple
単純
structure
構
by
造だ
nature,
から
so
影
maybe
響を受
that
けないのかな。
that had an
電
effect,
気と
but
どんな
how
関
could
係が
electricity be related?
ここはタイムト
Here
ラベ
we
ル
should
理論
think
を前
under
提
the
に考え
assumptions
て
of
みるべき
time travel theory.
ダメ。
No,
結
it's
論あ
not
りき
good
で
to
考
start
える
thinking
の
from
よ
the
くない。
conclusion.
すでにいくつも実験成
We've
功
already
例があ
had
るの
several
だぞ
successful experiments. You
それを
can't
否
deny
定する
that.
のか
私は別にこれがタイ
I'm
ムマ
not
シンじゃ
especially
なくて
concerned whether this thing is
と
a
も
time
困ら
machine
な
or
いから
not.
そもそも
To begin with, it's
小さな
physically
電子レン
impossible
ジ
for
の
this
中で
tiny thing, a
ビ
tiny
ッグ
little
バンに
microwave,
匹
to
敵
produce
する
an
エネル
energy
ギーが
equivalent
発
to the
生している
big
と
to the
放
Big
電
Bang.
現象の再現
We can't
それ
reproduce
に
the discharge
フラクタ
phenomenon,
ル構造
nor
化の再現
why is this
どち
popping
ら
up
も
on a
で
computer?
きなくなってしまった理由があるは
Keep
ず
seeing weird shit popping up. Okay. We can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon nor the fractalization. There should be a reason why.
やり方は何も変えていな
We
い
haven't noticed. We haven't changed our methods. We haven't changed the settings. We haven't changed the experimental subjects either. There must
そ
be
れ以
some
外
other
で変
variable.
動するぞ
誰が観測する
Maybe it's the one who observes it.
何よそれ
What do you mean by that?
量子論だ
Quantum theory.
観測者
The
は実
observer
験
is
の
an
重要な要素
important
だ
element to the experiment.
放電現象が起きた時
There
は
were
ここ
four
に
of
はい
us
な
here
いんだ
when
で
the
もその
discharge
前に
phenomenon
橋田さんが
occurred
一
last
人の
time.
時に
But
発
before
生した
that, it occurred when Hashida-san was alone.
フラクタル構造化した実験
Each
者は
time
2人の時と3人の時
fractalization
はあった
occurred, there were either 2 or 3 people observing.
私たちは2人とも
You and I
どち
saw
らの現象も見ている
both phenomenon.
つまり
In other words,
条
the
件は
conditions
変わっ
haven't
ていない
changed.
はず
だとしたら
In that case,
うーん
there must be some other variable. It's on the tip of my tongue.
腹が減ったのか
Someone's hungry. Hungry. Shut up! I haven't eaten anything since
昼
lunch.
から何も食べてないのよもう8時
It's
か
already 8.
バナナを食うが
Have a banana.
いい実験で使ってし
They are, after all, the fruit of our experiment.
あるいは
Or could you take something from our stock of cup noodles? Oh my god.
いらないか
The flustered look on her face. Don't
Yeah,
want
honey,
any.
America
Well,
says
since you
it's
lived
not
in
right
America
to
for so
fast food
America for so
foods
long, I
and
guess you
better
prefer
than
fast food
カ
instead.
ップ麺
Cup noodles.
何
What?
カップ麺
I'll have cup
Bravo.
noodles.
カップ麺をか
Cup noodles?
ちなみに
What?
Which one?
What flavors?
醤油味と塩味がある
There's soy sauce flavor and chicken flavor.
塩味
Chicken. She seems in the mood to eat. Well, yeah.
それと
Also,
フォーク
do you have a fork?
ある
New message. For Maya, read this. I don't care. God, it's just like I don't feel like reading all that. It's about the festival thing again. It's past midnight. At 8 o'clock, the two of us silently ate cup noodles and warm bananas. Daru said he didn't want any, and ever since then, we've been examining the phone wave name subject to change. Wizard. The programs Daru wrote are all wizard class, though. So I can't understand most of them. Okay. It's early morning, and she still shows no sign of leaving. I'm telling you, man, she's interested. She wants to know. The trains aren't running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. Not leave safely, at least. Don't tell me she plans to stay. Plans to stay tonight. No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Myri has a curfew, so she always goes back home to... I don't know how to pronounce that. Daru and I frequently stay here, though, so it's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. My thing... Okay, so there's something I will say. that in regards to that, what's weird is to me is with these characters, you don't ever see most of these characters' parents. So like, you know, we saw Luca's dad earlier, but when Daru, you know, like just now for instance, Daru but just now freaking Uncle Bev said that him and Daru practically lived there half the time, and I'm just like, okay, where are y'all staying before? You know, like, did y'all, like, do they live with parents? Live on the streets? Like, I'm lost. It's weird when they mention this, and they say Myri has a curfew, so mom and dad? She must have mom and dad or something? Like, it throws me off a bit. It throws me off. And of course, Marcus, I guess she obviously lives by herself, considering that when we saw the cutscene with her, she was in that room by herself, and of course, that looked like a 1-bedroom apartment, I guess, and that looked like one big room, really, and that was it. That's most Japanese places for you anyways, but I don't know. I just find it weird. Find it weird that we never actually see where they actually live. I guess that is kind of spoilery, so we never, so if in case you're wondering, like, oh, I wonder what his place actually looked. Well, I guess you guys probably thought this was his place to begin with, but now you know this is not actually his place. It is, but isn't. It's weird. Weird as shit. Anyways, Christina, is it okay to stay here this late? Perhaps you should contact your family. No need. What? Your parents let you do whatever you want? I haven't seen my father in 7 years. My mother is in America. I'm living in a hotel right now. Understand?
No.
What? Living in a hotel? You damn celebrity. If you're an American, then you should at least use a hotel instead of a hotel, right? I'm not American, and there aren't any motels in the heart of Tokyo. What sort of hotel? What do you mean? It's a normal hotel in Ochinamazu. I can't pronounce that. Then you can walk there from here, can't you? Sure. I see. That's why she's so flexible with her schedule. So, tell me about your father. Sorry? You said you haven't seen him in 7 years. Well, why do you care about my father? You're the one who mentioned him. Isn't that basically a hidden message saying, please give me some advice about my father, please? Yeah. You're crazy. You are my assistant, and I can't let my assistant have any worries. So tell me everything that's on your mind. What's wrong? I have nothing to say to you. Damn. Oh, I know. Your father was a hero, but then he fell to evil, and now he wears a black mask and cape and goes, hee hee, cool, right? And in the future, you two are destined to fight, and... You're really mad at me, aren't you? Don't make fun of people's issues like that. You're trampling on my heart. Could your father's situation be a landmine? Maybe I should apologize. I tried to think of the word, but I can't. But before I could say anything. Hell yeah! Daru's war cry echoes through the lab. I'm trying not to yell. I would have yelled, but I get it. It's like 1:29, so I probably should not be yelling. So, did you get it?
Mission complete.
Mission complete. I got the server admin's ID and password. Now we can peep as much as we want. Oh yeah.
IBN 5100が使われている方のデータベースを。
Oh yo, I don't even know. Fucking whatever. And the IBM 5100 database.
そっちは独立して存在
That's
してるわ
separate.
けで
The server
今回
admins
は全然
unrelated.
関係ないだろ
Unrelated.
情報そもそも
I mean, it's a database with normally unreadable code, so there's a limit on who can access it. Does it look like even the lab director can access it? Okay. There are positions higher than that? There's something called the CERN Executive Council. God bless. They call it a council, huh?
いかにもって何
Wait a
が
minute.
ラスボスとしてのネーミングに決まっ
It's
て
a
いる
fitting
だろ
name for an enemy. Curse who looks at me coldly. Whatever. Let's leave the IBM 5100 database for another day.
ダル
Run.
早
Run a
速
search
タイムトラベル理論について
for
の
data
情報を
on time
調べ
travel
て
research.
Okie dokie
Okie dokie.
前に
That
調
Z
べた
program
時
we saw last time was
Z プログ
suspicious,
ラムって
wasn't
いうの
it?
が怪しい
それとゼリーマン
That
ズ
and
レ
the
ポー
Jellyman report. That's right. We couldn't get concrete information on either
ト。遠くと
report.
見ておくがいい
Look carefully and burn it into your
そして
eyes.
そ
The
の目に
proof of
焼き付け
CERN's
る
actions is
セ
deceit,
ルンがしている
deceit upon the
世界
world.
への欺瞞という
うほう見つけた
Oh yeah, baby.
LHC
Found the
計画
LAC
担当
progress
責任者来たこれ
project supervisor. God
責任
bless.
者
The supervisor. That's pretty important post.
か
今そいつの PC
Right now を
を
peeking inside
覗い
his
てる
computer.
ぞよ
That's
Z
funny.
プログラム Z プ
Z
ログラ
program,
ム
Z program.
Z はゼリーの
Z
略
obviously
で間違いない
stands
な
for jelly. Zeri?
ゼリーは J よ。
Jelly starts with J. J-E-L-L-Y. I don't know why I almost said. I can't. I don't know.
ケアレ
I'm
ス
slow.
過去悪い
Poof. Careless mistake. So uncool. What I meant to say is that there's no way it would have such a simple name. The name's hiding in something important. There has to be a double
間
meaning.
違いなくダブルミーニング
お来た来た
Got it. It looks like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads Z program top secret.
プログラム立案日
The
は
program began in 1973.
1973年になってる
セルンができたの
When was CERN formed?
1954年。
1954. Ah, it's like forever ago. I thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off.
IBN 5100が
When was the IBM 5100 put on the market?
1975年
1975. So maybe that's why the IBM 5100 was central to CERN's operations. God bless. No, that's wrong. It can't be something that as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Maybe IBM hid their proprietary programming language in the IBM 5100 for the sole purpose of its use in CERN's Z program.
うげ JPEG かよふざけんな コピペできねえじゃん
JPEG. I'm just gonna say JPEG. Come on. I can't copy paste this. The text isn't in French. It isn't in French. What's on screen right now looks like English.
いやフランス語やら
Actually,
オラン
there's
ダ
a
語やら
French,
ドイツ語で
Dutch,
書かれた
German
ものもある
version
よ
too. The content looks the
中身
same
は
though.
同じみたいだ
時空の支配とそれに基づく
CERN's
歴
purpose
史の破
heading
壊
into the 21st century
言い換えれば
shall be establish control
過去から
over
未来
space
ま
and
でを
time,
含む
hereby
委員会に
to enable the
安
destruction of
全なる理
exact
想郷を実現すること
ex,
は
ex,
21
extant
世紀に
history
向けての
and the creation of an
世界の存在意義となる
everlasting utopia.
あそっか
Oh right,
マキセシって英語できるんじゃん
English or can do English.
でかした助手
Way to go, assistant. Your study abroad in America was all for the sake of today, wasn't it?
そんなわけあるか
Of course not. Stop assigning people roles in your fantasy world.
本実験計画は
In order to
秘密保
maintain
持のため
this project
また臨
secrecy
機応変な計
and to
画
allow
名
its
の変
name
更
to
を可能にす
remain
るため
irrelevant to remain relevant in changing circumstances, we designate it to the Z program.
Z はすなわち
Z, like the great
Omega
Greek Omega or the Cyrillic Ya.
その名に意味、ある
It
い
is
は
forbidden
何
to
らかの
assign
情
any
熱的
meaning
な
to
精
this
神を込めることを禁
name
止す
or
る
to seek in
プログラム従
its
事者に利益を
significance
与えるこ
beyond
と
the
が
project
推測さ
itself.
れるために
Negative returns are predicted should this edict be violated.
Z プログラ
Yeah.
ムは国家間の枠組みを
God
超え
save me.
た
The Z program is a top secret project spanning international borders like electromagnetic wave research. It has been approved for top priority funding by the Committee of 300.
以後セルンにおいて行われる他の研究のすべては
Henceforth, all research performed by CERN shall function to keep the Z program's existence secret. Not so secret now, I guess. I guess Kursu's reading the preface to a document. And it's getting rather dull. Is there anything specific about what exactly the Z program is? Here. This can't be. What is it?
Z プログラムでは
The purpose of the Z program is to perform time-space displacement experiments by means of high-energy proton-proton collisions. Time-space displacement experiment. Time travel. You got excited.
まさか
No way.
本
It
当だ
was
った
true.
なんてしかも
You're telling me they've been deceiving the world for nearly 40 years.
世界中の科学者を欺いて
Just as I expected, a great shadow lurks behind CERN. Most likely the organization or one of its puppets.
何が機関だ
What organization? You
たまには
You
真面目に
cheated
話しなさい
nut job. At least try to be serious at some time of this. Some of this. I can't speak. I don't remember. Don't be ridiculous. My words are always grounded in truth. Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organization? That's what it says here. Ooh.
300人
The committee of 300. I don't think that they mean CERN's executive council. What are they talking about? The world is full of lies. It's not as beautiful as you think.
話聞けよ、オカリン。
Listen, Okari. I am listening. The Committee of 300 is the dark power that controls every secret society, every government, every multinational, national corporation. Oh my god.
適当に
You're making things up again.
事実だ。
It's the truth. Google if you don't believe me.
これまで人類は
Until now, the human race, for all its accomplishments, has never been able to overcome the barrier called time.
その壁を突破
The technology of time travel, which can break through that barrier, will change the course of human
大きく
history,
塗り替え
literally.
るかつての核兵器と同じ
As it was when we split the atom, this forbidden fruit has the potential to grant us godlike power. Not a man exists who can resist its temptation. And naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to obtain it. Human morality. God bless it. It's not but a joke to those who
抱きす
stand
べ
with the
きざ
gods.
れ事だ。わかるか
Understand? Christina.
ご公説をどう
Wow,
も
that was quite a speech.
そこまでスラスラ
Since
と
you
喋
seem
れ
to
る
know so much about it, does that mean you're
あんたも
aiming
神を目指
for
してる
godhood too?
この法院教
What Hoen Kyoma desires is the destruction of all who call themselves God, the collapse of their hateful system, and a glorious new age of chaos.
法院に聞いてるんじゃな
I'm
い
not asking Hoen, I'm
私
asking
は岡部に
Okabe.
聞いている
Okabe.
俺は
Yeah,
法院
I
だ
keep pronouncing it wrong. Okabe.
つまり自分を持
In
って
other
ない
words, you don't have your own reason. Yeah. Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity? Ha!
そんなことよりマキセ氏、Z プロ
Forget
グラ
him,
ムの続
Makashi.
きプ
Please
リー
keep reading.
ダル
Daru,
そ
what do
ん
you
な
mean
こと
forget
は
about
どうい
me?
う言い草だ
陰謀論は聞き飽
I'm
きた
tired of listening to conspiracy
Okabe
theories.
の
I'm
妄
more
想より
interested in
Z
the Z
プログラムの
program
方
than
が
in
気
your
になるし
delusions. I told you they're not delusions. They're not theories. But Daru does have a point. Yeah.
ジョッシュ
Continue.
続きを
Assistant.
頼み事するときぐらい誠意
At
を
least
見せ
show
ろよ
respect when you're asking a favor.
とプログラム第一段階
Stage 1 construction and implementation of a large hadron collider.
加速器については
Over the past half century, beginning with the proton synchrotron completed in 1959, particle accelerating technology has reached the point where standardized results may be obtained.
プログラム第二段階
Stage 2 implementation and testing of lifter technology.
これにより2つ
The
以上の
formation
人
of
工
more
的
than
な
two
局所場特異点の生成
artificial localized Singularities, as well as the formation of curved black holes, will become possible when this stage is complete. In order to hide the program's true goal, it is necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes. Stage 3, animal experimentation. Stage 4. Kurisu stops talking. She's clearly human experimentation. For real. This is insane. That's why it's called the Jellyman Report. That's why it's called that. I feel like that should have been a given, considering that the jellified bananas, Jellyman Report, human experimentation, jellified humans. Jellified humans. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves had succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Kurisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this? Hey, Okarin. Remember when we hacked in before? I'm pretty sure that email we read said this. Results, error, human is dead, mismatch. For details, see the Jellyman report. Oh, I forgot. They're reading Z Project right now. I completely forgot. This is your first time seeing this bottle, isn't it? I drink this whole thing, by the way. Someone died. Could that have something to do with human experimentation? Kurisu and Daru are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? Well, this was all set up by you, after all. Yes, Daru was the one that hacked, but you're the one that made the call, so I mean, yeah, I asked myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. True, but I can live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy. Daru, look up the Jellyman's report. Really? Really? But first, Christina. Eh? You should leave. Why are you suddenly? The Jellyman's report. It gives me a bad feeling. Once we see it, we can no longer return to our normal lives. You're a genius. You're already published. For crying out loud, there's no need to throw away your promising future. Are you really? Are you worried about me? That's touching. Of course I am. You're my assistant after all. Oh. I keep telling you I'm not your assistant. Thanks for your concern, but I'm not leaving. We need to expose this truth to the world. No, it's too dangerous. You chickening out? We're powerless against this conspiracy. One wrong move and they'll have us erased. But still, this isn't a game. I'm not joking here. Funny, it is a game. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna shut up. Fine, I won't tell anyone. But I'm not leaving. Yeah, it'll keep me awake all night. You won't regret this. I won't. What about you, Daru? Prepared? Well, I am a super hacker. He's comfortable even in this situation. And with my skills, they'll never know we were here, but we were there. Alright, let's begin. Hajime!
No.
Hope you're proud of me. Well, nah, what is there to be proud of? That's some ultimate weeb shit. Henceforth, this shall be known as Operation Lejarn's, some Viking shit, pagan shit. Why Norse? But I was right. Is that Norse mythology? Because it's cool, I guess. Huh. Anyway, what is it with men in military terms? Daru, begin the operation. Oh god, I'm scared. He soon finds a Jellyman's report. Ready? I'm opening it. Daru wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief, then timidly double clicks on the report. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman and Jellyman report means. At least he knew.
ジェリーマンズレポート10
Jellyman's report 10.
被験者ジェームス・マッカー
Subject
シ
James
ー31
McCarthy,
歳出身アメリ
age
カ
31, American.
Z プログラム4
Z program
実験
state
日
4. Date of
2005年1
experiment
月28日
2005
13時05
128.
分
I'm not even gonna. Well, I guess it's a time. T 1305. So I guess that's the
実
time.
験結果エラー
Results error. Human
Human
is dead.
step.
Mismatch.
またそれかよ。
That again.
超重力による
It
無
is
限
believed
圧
that
縮
due to
および
infinite
カーブラックホール内
compression
の
by
得意点通過に耐えられなかっ
supergravity,
た
the
と言わ
subject
れる
cannot endure passage through the singularity inside the curved black hole.
1921年4月3日
April 3rd,
ニューヨーク14丁目にて
1921,
ビルの
New
壁
York
面
City,
に
an
右半身が
unidentified
埋も
man
れる
who
よう
was
にして死んでい
who
る
was
男
discovered
が
dead in an alley off Union Square that was half his body was embedded in a nearby wall.
身元不明の男の死
The
体
man's
は
body. Jellified.
全身が
Was
ブヨブヨ
completely
のゼリー
jellified.
状になっていた
I'm not gonna lie, but this is one of the scariest parts in Steins. This is one of the scarier parts in Steins Gate, because I mean, just look how horrifying that is. And plus, they're hacking through CERN too, so I mean, like, literally anything could happen just by them hacking through it and discovering this shit. Oh. Chapter 3. Oh wow. Okay. I actually have not been keeping up with chapters. Holy crap. So what do y'all think of this? I hope y'all think it's really good. So, oh well. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. Well, I'm not ending the episode here because I don't really feel like ending it yet because I have more than enough energy. I'm getting tired because of how much reading I'm doing, but I'm not ending it early because not how we roll here. Not how we roll here. But yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying this so far. This is actually really cool. Cool story. And just going through this again for like, I think this is like my second, third time going through the Steins Gate story. I don't really remember. Not the game. I mean, anime, because technically we're going through the anime because they're using scenes from the anime on the game. But what I'm trying to get at is it's cool going through it again. It's nice. It's, would say nostalgic. I would say, yeah, I would say nostalgic. It was childhood-ish, like maybe middle school, early middle school, high school. So yeah, it's cool. I like it a lot. It's nice going through all this because this was like my. This was the only anime that this is the only anime without action that I really, really liked a lot because I could not stand slice of life at the time. I could not stand anime about random shit, like stuff like this, for instance. But because the first like where we're at, this is when like the stuff like starts slowly picking up. Like right here, this is when it like starts slowly picking up because you're being filled with, you know, because there's this throwing story at you. You know, they're finally hacking the CERN. They're learning more about time travel, about like actual tests they've done, and actual deaths being involved and whatnot. It's just really cool. You know, it's interesting stuff, and especially when you get to like later episodes. No, I say episodes. I'm bringing up the show again. I bring up the anime again. But then when you get to episode 12, and you'll know what I mean when I get there, because I will bring it up. Because to this day, I know exactly what moment. I know exactly what moment got me officially hooked on the anime. Not just because it was cool or anything. It wasn't cool. It was just, it completely caught me off guard. And I was like, well, I need to know what happens next. And I kept going. And here I am today playing the game of Steins Gate based off the same anime I watched. I'm thinking it's the same thing. I'm pretty sure at this point, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing because everything I've seen so far is the same. The only difference is extra dialogue. But what I'm trying to get at is it's cool stuff. It's neat. I just love the story for Steins Gate. It's because I'm trying to brag about it because it is worthy of your time. If any of you out there who love Dragon Ball Z, for example, I just love the hell out of Dragon Ball. You love, you know, your action anime, and you're all like, well, I can't sit there and watch stuff like this. Trust me, it's worth your time. Whether you believe it or not, this is if you love the concept, the topic of time travel, this anime is, even if you don't like a series that doesn't have action in it, you would like this anyways. Because again, I was the same way. I didn't like anime that didn't have action in it. Little different now, because since I'm older and a little more mature, I actually like watching goofier stuff. Which at the same time, people at the time when I first watched this were watching goof. Anyways, you would like this. You guys would still love this anime. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Again, slow at first, but it picks, when it gets to this point, it picks up. And it gets, especially, I want to say it's 12. I want to say it's episode 12. I always say 12 because, and 12 always sticks in my head. Because I remember every time we were talking about Steins Gate with my dad, my sister, we always say episode 12. When it gets to that part in episode 12, that's when it's officially picked up. Everything's going nuts and wild. It's hitting you with so much crazy shit. It's like, it doesn't even stop. And it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Especially Steins Gate Zero. Man, don't even get me started on Steins Gate Zero. Steins Gate Zero isn't like fast paced. It doesn't have so much going on all at once. But in terms of like what all is going on in it, is what makes it cool. Especially the ending. To this day, I'm gonna say that is the most built different ending ever. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I just wanted to get off my chest how much I love this anime. I'm probably gonna go on about it more later. I know I keep saying anime, but when I say anime, I'm also paying my respects to the game as well, because the game literally is the anime as well. We're literally watching it, but we're pressing a button too to get to the next dialogue, and we answer people's text messages. So I'm still paying my respects to the game because it did originate from the game. So there you go. But let's carry on. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. I was right. We're in too deep. Yeah, this is bad, real bad. What's going on here? They jellified someone. Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. They're experimenting on people. Kurisu doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image. And this means they created a time machine, doesn't it? Even if it's not perfect. This New York Times article is from 1921. Damn. 90 years ago. Look. The jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing it to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused onto the jellified body, but you could somehow manage to read it. CERN. As if they wanted to claim their work. So CERN used the LHC to send someone back to 1921. Looks like they failed to keep him alive though. Is this the only report? No, there's more. Looks like 14 people in total. Damn. More jellymen. That means more jellified people, more victims of human experimentation. I'm awfully thirsty. I take a cold Dr. Pepper out of the fridge and wet my throat. Show me the others. I need some water too. Jellyman's Report 9. Subject Don Strasky, age 26, Canadian. Z Program 4, date of experiment 2004-9-6, time 1410. Results error, human is dead, mismatch. The newspaper clipping, I think it's in French. I can't read it. You can already make out what's going on though. You can read the date though. January 31st, 2001. The location is Pau? France, I guess. 2001, that's fairly recent. A pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumped nearly 90 years back to 1921. Daru calls up a machine translation, giving us the following. January 31st, 2001, collapsed male corpse discovered in forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk and the body had jellified. Whew, that's gross.
Jellyman's report 8
Jellyman's report 8. Subject Linda Hill, age 25,
出
English.
身域 Z プログラム4
Z program 4, date of
2004年
experiment
2月15日
2004 to
13時
15,
45
time 13:45.
実験結果
Results, okay, I don't have to read that.
1972年
October
10
2nd,
月2日
1972, the jellified body of a woman
タ
was
ミルナ
discovered
ード
on
ー
the
州
streets
のダ
of
ルマプリの路上でゼリー状になった女性の遺体を発見
Dharmapuri in Tamil Nadu, India.
遺体は放置された後で車に
There
ひ
were
かれ
signs
た
that the
跡があり
body had
下
been
半
run
身は損
over
壊して
by
い
a
た
car.
ジェリ
So
ーマンズ
jellified
レ
there,
ポー
right?
ト7
Jelliman's report
被験者
7, subject
ミハイル・
Michael
ラング
Lang,
33
age
歳
33,
出
German.
身 Z プログラム4実
Z
験日
program 4, date of
2002年10
experiment
月8日
2002, 10,
13
8,
時
T,
28
a time 13:28.
実験結果エラー
Results,
ヒ
yeah,
ュー
we
マン
don't
イ
have
ズ
to
デ
read
ッ
that.
ドミスマッチ
May 24th. I apologize, folks. May 24th, 1936, the corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Hei in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. Tragic. Next page. The picture shows a beach, beautiful, but for the jellyfish-like body laying on the sand, and the looks of horror on the surrounding locals' faces. It must have washed ashore.
ジェリーマンズレポート6
Jellyman report 6.
被験者マーク・ヒューズ
Subject Mark
30歳
Hughes, age
出
30,
身アメリカ
American.
Z プログラム4実験日
Z
2002年
okay, I
8
don't have to read
月
all
実
this.
験
Why
結
am I
果
reading all this?
エラー
Yeah, he's dead. We already know that.
1985年
On
7
July
月
1st,
1日
1985, a strange
ベロ
body
諸島
washed
ス
ashore
ト
on
レ
the
イモイ
coast
島の
of
海岸に奇妙な
Stramoy,
物体が流れ着い
Faroe
た
Islands.
それは成人
It
男性の
appeared
よ
to
う
be
に
the
も
body
見
of
え
an
るが
adult male, but its
クラ
flesh
ゲ
was
のよう
soft
な
like
ブヨ
that
ブヨ
of
の
a
物体
jellyfish.
であり
Some
生
of
き
the
ているもの
island's inhabitants believed
島
that
の
it
住
was
人
the
たちの
body of
間
a
では
merman.
旗と見られる場所には
The inscription
Seru
CERN
という
was found near the
古墳があったが
body's shoulder, but
セル
CERN
の関与を
denies
否定
any
している
involvement. Of course they did.
まだ見る
Keep looking?
もう十分だ
I've seen enough. There are 14 of these people.
発見場所が世
The
界
sites
中
are
に散
spread
らばっ
throughout
てい
the
る
world. What can we deduce
こ
from
の結
this?
果から
その場所へ送り込もうと
They
した
must have sent them to those places.
そうは思えない
I don't think so. It's too random.
カーブラックホール
There
が
was something about
国威
curved
点が
black
どうだ
holes,
ったんだ
gravity,
けど
right? And
それが
gravity,
原
right?
因じゃ
Isn't that the cause?
超重力による
It is
無
believed
限
that
圧
due to
および
infinite compression by
カーブラックホール内の
supergravity, the
特異点
subject
通
cannot
過に
endure
耐えられなか
passes
っ
through the
たと
curved
思わ
black
れ
hole
る
singularity.
そう書いてあった
That's what it said.
カーブラックホールっ
What's a
て
curved black hole? Is
普
it
通の
different
ブ
from
ラ
a
ックホー
regular
ルと
black
なんか
hole?
違うん
理論上存在を
Is a
予言されて
theoretical
いるブ
black
ラック
hole
ホ
with
ー
a
ルは
rotating
中
singularity.
心
Their
の特異
existence
点が
hasn't
回転してい
been
るという
proven
特
yet.
徴が
Not that there's any way
実
to
在する
prove
こ
what
とはまだ
exists.
証明されていないし証明しようもない
Curved
けど
black hole. Where have I heard that term before?
そうかジョン・タイター
John Titor. That's right, John Titor. Titor said this his time machine used curved black holes. Oh, that's right, he did say that.
タイターはこう言っていた
According to Titor, CERN finished their time machine in 2034,
によってタ
in
イムマシン開発が成
2034,
功し
and then Titor himself came from
そして
2036.
タイター自身は2036年からやってきたと
It makes sense for Titor and CERN to be using the same time travel technology.
カーブラックホールを
Creation curved black holes. That's insane. If you screw up, they could swallow the Earth. And
下
besides,
手したら
curved black
地球
holes
ご
are
と
just
飲み込まれ
theoretical
かねないような
construct.
行為よ
タイターの予言は現
If
実
Titor predictions are a reality, then that means the LHC worst case scenario video on YouTube was right.
ほぼ事実になりつつある
タイターの予言は知
I
ら
don't
んけ
know
ど
about Titor's predictions, but I've seen the problem
問題の
video
動画見たこ
before. It
とある
was on the news 2
2、3
or
年
3
前に
years
話題
ago.
になってたよ
ブラックホール内部は尋常じゃない重力なの
The gravitational forces inside a black hole are unbelievably powerful. It's certainly impossible that passing through one could allow time displacement, but there's no way a human could do that and come out alive. Well, yeah.
だからこ
Yeah, I
そゼ
know.
リーマン化している
That must be how these people got jellified,
というべきだ。
obviously.
ゼリーマンどころか
It wouldn't just
素粒子レ
jellify
ベルま
you,
で分
it
解
would
され
tear
る
you apart, particle from
それが
particle.
ブラック
That's what
ホール。
black holes do. Before we discuss this, should we look through the rest of their time machine research? Daru's already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Should I stop him? I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten more. Dang it! But at the same time, irresistible curiosity is welling up inside me. Time travel is becoming reality. I want to know I want to know that it's true. I can't stop now. Here we go. There's a file in the Z program that explains time travel theory. That was pretty easy to find. Surge should have better security. Their security's fine. I'm just too good. Ha! Ha! Daru is my favorite right arm. I thought he was your super hacker. Hacker! Well, I'm sorry. She said hacker. And he said hacker. So what does it say, Christina? Can you give me some time to read it? Her earlier reluctance has vanished. In fact, it looks like she was as curious as I am. Text message. I wouldn't be surprised if it's from Moeka. It's from Ferris. Oh, surprising. Hey, have you bought Phantasm's debut single? Yeah, it's the theme song for Raynet. I don't know if I'm reading all that. There you go. Nah, my remote. No way. No way, but this is... Is Tighter really? What are you muttering about? Tell me what it says. Oh, right. You know, this feels like one big joke. What do you mean? It's almost the same as Tighter's theory. Basically, the LHC smashes protons together at big numbers, the speed of light. By doing so, they compress a mass of 10 negative 24 kg into an extremely tiny space of 10 negative 19 m. I want to be honest with y'all. I don't know how to say these things. I just look at them like, no. In Japanese, please. 3 lines back. Thank you, Daru. Thank you. A small mass. Thrust into a narrow space. With great force. That explanation is too vague. Yeah. That would go over my head too, honestly. That explanation is too erotic. Huh? What part of it is erotic? Oh, God. Hashida, you pervert. Sounds like you have a pretty good imagination yourself. I'm not like you. Her blushing cheeks make her denial less than effective. Don't listen to this fool, Christina. Continue. Oh. What were we talking about? Thrusting with great force. Proton compression. Right, successful compression generates a microsingularity, which... A microsingularity? Singularity, not a black hole? Not a mini black hole? Same thing essentially. A singularity is the core of a black hole. This process generates a black hole with 2 microsingularities. A black hole with 2 cores? Like a cowlick with 2 hairs. No, I don't think that's it. Explanation with cute girls. Explain with cute girls. Fine. Say there are 2 cute girls, Mick-chan and Crow-chan. Sisters are Mo. Ha ha. Oh god. By feeding Mick-chan and Crow-chan electrons, you can make them do whatever you want. Oh god. Electric shock torture. This is some sort of a weirdo. So you force them to rotate and then theoretically Mick-chan and Crow-chan transform into magical girl ring singularity. Q stock transformation scene. Got it. Well, it looks like these two have found common wavelengths. The resulting black hole exhibits what's called the Kerr effect.
そもそもカーブラックホールって
What are
何
Kerr black holes anyway? You said they spin, but what does that mean?
そのままの意味。
Exactly what it sounds like.
でもブラックホールって普通回転してんじ
So
ゃない
don't black holes usually spin? I mean, there's a whirlpool around the hole, right?
その回転しているように見える
The
部分
part
は
that looks like it's
ブラッ
spinning
ク
is
ホー
just
ル
the
に吸い込まれ
surrounding
つつあ
matter
る
being
周
sucked
囲の
into the
物質
black
です。
hole.
普通のブラックホールは
A black hole is
超
just a
質量
point
によ
where
る重力崩壊
extreme
による
mass
中
causes
心点があ
gravitational
る。
collapse. Everything
そこ
falls
に向かっ
towards
て
it.
それは点っていうぐらいだから
This is only a
回転は
point,
し
it
てない
doesn't spin.
一方のカーブラックホ
A
ール
Kerr
は
black hole
さ
has
っき
a
言った
ring
通り
at its
中
center,
心
not
が
a point.
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんは
Think of it like
普
this.
通の人間では
Once
ありえない
transform into magical girls, make Chan and Kro-chan's hearts spin like a ring inside their bodies, which is impossible for normal people.
グロは勘弁だ
I'll pass on the Guru. On the Guru. Guru? Yeah.
助手よ
Before you said that such a black hole existence
カ
would
ー
be
ブラックホー
impossible
ル
to
は
prove.
実
What do
在
you
した
mean?
としても証明しよう
ブラックホールには
A black hole
イベントホラ
has
イゾ
what's
ン
called
とい
an
うもの
event
が
horizon.
この内側に入ると
Once you pass
時
the
間と
event
空間の役
horizon,
割
time
が
and
入
space
れ替わって
switch
しまうわ
places.
けで
時間と空間の
Time
役
and
割が
space
入れ替わ
switch
る
places.
私たちは
Places.
今
Right now, we
空間を
can
自由
move
に移動
freely
でき
through
るけ
time
ど
and space into the
時
future,
間を1
but
分
we
過去に
can't
戻
move
すこ
even
とは
1 minute
できない
into the past. That becomes
それが入
reversed.
れ替わるイベントホライゾンの向こう側だ
On
と
the other side of the
空間の
event
移動は不
horizon,
可能に
moving
なり
freely through space
逆に時間を
becomes
移動可
impossible,
能に
while
なる
moving freely through time becomes possible. I can't even imagine what that's like.
空間の移動が不可能だからブラックホールからの
Since
再脱出
unrestricted
はできない
spatial
という
movement is impossible, you can never escape a black hole.
例えば岡
For
部がブラ
example,
ックホールに突入した場合に体験するの
Jumped
は
into a black hole,
永遠
time
に
for
引き
him
伸ば
would
された
stretch
時
to
間が
infinity.
光が再脱出不可能という
Since
ことは
light cannot escape,
人の目
human
には
eyes
どうも
cannot see the
立
other
って
side
イベ
of
ン
the
トホライ
event
ゾンの
horizon.
観測も証明も不可能
Observing a black hole from the outside is impossible, so nothing about the inside can be proven.
ただし例外もある
There is an
タイムトラベ
exception,
ルのカーブラッ
however.
クホー
This
ルを使う
exception is
場合
vital when you
こ
use
の
a
例
curved
外こそ
black
が
hole for
重要
time
なの
travel.
よ
もったいぶらずに教えても
Get
ら
to
お
the
うか
point.
カーブラックホールは得意
The
点
curved black hole ring is a
中心が
singularity.
回
Since
転
it's
してるわけ
spinning,
だ
it
から
has an angular
核
momentum.
運動量が存在する
だから日本語で
Like I
オケだっ
said, in
て
Japanese, please. Oh my god.
中心点が回転して
Didn't
る
I
と
already
さっき
explain how the
説明
core
したで
spin?
しょ
Just think of it
そ
as
の回
having
転運動量って
having
思えば
momentum.
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんに
If you
電子
keep
を
giving
与え
Mik
続
Chan
け
and
る
Kro
と
Chan electrons,
自由
they'll
に
rotate
操る
faster
こと
and
がで
faster.
きるカーブラックホールの特徴
And
は
when their
核
angular
運動
momentum
量が
exceeds
質
a
量を
certain
上回ると
threshold, the
イ
event
ベントホライゾ
horizon
ン
will
がなく
disappear
な
and
っ
the
て
singularity will
得
become
意
a
点
naked
が裸の状態
singularity.
裸
Naked? You mean the magical girl in costume exposes a lot of skin, right? When does the anime adaptation air?
これ
Oh
アニ
my
メ
god.
化まだ
裸になる
Fucking
こと
weirdo.
で
Naked.
観
You
測
mean
不
it
可能
becomes
と
observable?
観測可能になるわけか
イベントホライゾンがなくな
When
る
the
ことで
event horizon
時間
disappears,
と
there's
空
no
間の
more
役
reason
割
for
が入れ
time
替わる
and
必要
space
が
to
なく
change
なった
places, meaning that you
裸
can
の
enter
得
a
意点
naked
に向けて
singularity without
そ
being
の入れ
trapped.
替わりを回避して突入できるようになる
I don't remember this being in the anime. Maybe it was briefly explained in the anime, but I don't remember this.
そして裸の得意点の
And then the
存在
existence
は
of the
一般
the
相対性
existence
理
of the
論と
naked
因果
singularity
率を破
allows
綻
the
させるわ
principle of casualty to be violated and the general theory of relativity to fail.
宇宙の法則が
The laws of physics are
乱れるの
broken.
よ
Such thing exists?
存
The
在できる
negation of the theory of relativity and the principle of casualty means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Kurisu say that earlier?
これまでも
Nothing
存
in
在する
principle
可能
stops
性は
Kerr
高
black
いと予
holes from
測されてい
existing.
た
It seems inconsistent, but the math never lies.
因果率が破綻してるわけだから
Since the principle of casualty
その裸の
fails,
得意
it
点
would
に
be
突入すれば
possible to
過去
travel
に
to the
遡る
past
こと
by
ができ
entering
る
a naked singularity. John Tyner said the same thing. Which would mean Tyner's time machine using certain technology.
わからないのは
One thing I don't
得意点
understand
に
is
電子
how
を
they
注入する
inject
部分
electrons into the
見
singularity.
てこの
Look, this is
LHC
a
の写真
picture
だ
of
け
the
ど
LHC, but
量
there's
子
something
衝突地
strange.
点に
But there's some strange
設置さ
equipment
れている
installed at the proton collision site.
リフターっていう名前で
It
呼
looks
ばれ
like
て
they
るみ
call
たい
it
だ
a
けど
lifter, but just
一
what
体
is it?
何のことだか
ダル
Daru, have you heard of it?
リフター
Lifter. I think I saw that in the Z program files. You want to Google it?
出てきたよな ググってみる？おお、ヒットしてる
We
し。
got hits. About 4. Okay, I'm not even gonna worry about numbers.
こんなに
That many. I guess it's not a
秘密でも
secret.
何でもないのかな。
もしかしてこれじゃない
This be it?
イオンクラフ
Monocraft?
イオン、つまり電荷を持った原子や分子のことね。
Ionocraft?
意味としては一致する。
Ions are charged particles that meet the meaning matches. We click on a link that says Ionocraft lifter. Move to click destination. Wait. Huh? It said move to click destination. Okay. It takes us to a video. Looks like some dim garage. Oh, fuck. Oh. Bah, darn. This sequence is pretty long. But it doesn't seem like anything secretive, just like a garage you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen, in a triangular shape made of some kind of metal, it looks about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. It's connected to some sort of transformer by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. After explaining something in some language I don't understand, Russian maybe, the person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then what?
浮いた。
It's floating. The silvery triangle floats soundlessly in the air. Then it remains stationary.
反重力
That's an
装置
anti-gravity device.
そんなのあるわけ
Don't be
ない。
ridiculous. That would be
あ
a
ったら
breakthrough
世
of the
紀の大
century.
発見よ。イオンクラフト。
It's called an Ionocraft, so it probably has something to do
こ
with
の場合、
electrodes
帯電した
and
空気と
charged
電
air.
極が関係してるんだと思う。
We looked up information on the Ionocraft lifter. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work since the sites all give conflicting theories.
そのリフタ
CERN
ー
is using to lift this
セルの
lifter
目をつけた
technology. It's a vital component of their time
タイム
time
トラベル
machine.
にミクロ得意点の質量や
If they can manipulate a
重力場を
micro
操作できる
singularity
ため
mass and
やはりこれ
gravitational
は
field,
反
then
重力
these
装置
things
という
really
ことだ
are anti-gravity devices.
まあそういう
Well,
限
under
定的
those
条件に
exact
当てはめる
conditions,
な
I
ら
guess you
間違
might
い
not
じゃ
be
ないかも
entirely
しれない
wrong.
けど。
Incredible. My curiosity is growing more by the second.
でも、
But
セル
it
ンは
looks
こ
like
の
CERN's
リフ
having
ター
trouble
の調整
adjusting
に
their
苦労して
lifter.
るみたい。ミクロ得意点の重力調
They
整
don't
がう
have
まく
full
できてい
control
ない
over the micro
だから
micro
完全な裸の得意点が作れていない。
micro singularity's gravity, so they can't make a true naked singularity.
そのせいで被験者
That
が
must
ゼ
be
リ
the
ーマンに
reason
な
why
ってい
the
るという
subjects
べき
turn
だ
into jellymen.
裸の得意点が作れてい
Since the
ないなら
singularity is still closed, the subject is
被
still
験者は
crushed.
フ
It's
ラクタル
crushed
コー
by
ドに
its
放り
tremendous
込まれる
gravity.
その結果、あ
As
ら
a
ゆる
result,
物質が
substance
フラクタ
becomes
ル構造になっ
fractalized.
てしまう。
Let's go with the hypothesis, of course,
という
and there's no
仮
way
説を
to be
提示してい
sure
る。
that it's right. It might take
実際は
months
ど
to
うなっ
prove.
てるのかさ。
リフターはまだ未完
So
成
CERN's lifter is still incomplete. If Tyler's telling the truth, then CERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years.
そう
If we can complete the phone
俺たち
wave
が
name
先に電
subject to
話レンジ
change
の
first,
係を
then
完成
we'll
させれ
have
ば
outwitted
セ
CERN.
ルンを出し抜
規模が全然違う。
We don't have half the
それに
equipment or funding
セル
CERN
ンでさえ
does.
完成さ
What
せ
makes
てい
you
ないの
think
に
you can solve a
あ
problem
んた
that
に
they
できるわ
can't?
けないでしょ。
Brains.
これは簡単に解決で
This
きる
isn't
問
that
題じゃない。
But brains.
そもそも時
CERN
間移
is
動
still
調
hasn't
整
figured
や
out how
時
to
間
set
跳
the
躍後の
subject
場所指
destination
定
in
の問
time
題も
or
セルン、
space.
ジェリーマンの発見時期
That
や
should be
発見場
evident
所
by
がバラ
how
バラなの
scattered
も
the
納得
Jellyman
だわ。
discoveries were.
例えば
We don't
地の
even
底
know
と
if
か
this
宇宙
if
空
this
間と
is
かに
all
放
of
り出
them.
されたゼ
There
リ
could
ーマ
be
ン
a
もいるかも
Jellyman
しれない。
buried underground or
見つか
floating
っ
in
てるゼリ
space.
ーマン以外
Actually,
に
I'm
も
not certain there are.
というか
I'm
そ
almost
の
certain there
地
are.
球から何万キロも離れた宇宙空間に
There's
放
no
り出され
point
たら
traveling through the time if you end up in tens of thousands of kilometers away from the Earth. It's not practical at all.
可変重力ロック
Tyler
システ
said he had a variable gravity lock system.
タイタン
He can use that to lock onto the Earth's gravity and ensure he arrives somewhere on the planet's surface.
タイタンの説明はその
Tyler's
点について
explanation
は
on that
曖昧
point
だ
was
わ。
vague.
そういう機会がある
He mentioned having such a device, but he didn't
説
explain
明
how
に
it
はなら
worked.
ない。
でも時間移動
But
し
if
た
you're
ら
only moving
同
through
じ場所に出
time,
るだ
won't
け
you
じゃ
just
ない
arrive
の
in the same location?
出るわけないでしょ。
Of course not.
なんで
Why not?
地球は常に
Because the
動き
Earth is
続けて
always
いるから
moving.
な。
Yes.
そう。自転
Right.
と公転。
Rotation and revolution.
地球の自転速度は
The Earth's
時速に
rotational
して大
velocity
体
is about
1650キロ。
Oh god. 1600 kilometers per hour. I'm just gonna say
公
that.
転速度は時速で考え
Its
ると
orbital
およ
velocity
そ
around the
11
sun
万
is
4000キ
about
ロ。
yeah, I'm just gonna
1時間前にいた座標から私たちは
Meaning 1 hour ago we were meaning 1 hour ago we were that far away from where we were now. God bless.
そう考えると
When you think about it like that, we're
テラハヤス
earth-shatteringly fast. Earth-shatteringly fast. God bless it.
それだけじゃない
And that's not all.
地球を含む太陽系
There's
は
the solar
ミルキーウェイ
system is
に
part
属
of
し
the
て
Milky Way, and the Milky
ミ
Way
ルキ
spins
ーウ
like
ェ
a
イは
giant
渦を
whirlpool.
巻いて諸説あるけど
There are
大
various
体
theories,
1
but
日に
basically the Earth
5000
moves
万キロ
about
ぐらい
like
地
50
球が移
million
動する速
kilometers
さ
a
で
day.
ね
How could she roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue? I get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic?
なんかもうスケ
We've
ール
kind
が
of
ど
gone
う
into
も
a
ないぞ
ludicrous
な
scale.
ついでに言うと
By the way, the Milky Way is part of a large cluster of galaxies, which is itself part of an even larger
さらに上のグループ
supercluster.
としてそれらの銀河群も超
And
銀
these
河団
clusters and superclusters might be moving too. If that's the case, we're moving even more than 50 million kilometers a day. I'm just gonna say I feel like some of this was not in the anime. Part of me is wanting to look after I'm done with this. The point is that setting the destination will require insane calculations, even if you only want to travel 1 second to the past.
手動じゃ無理だし
Doing it by
同じ
hand
場
is
所に移動しよ
impossible,
うと
and
思
it
った
might
ら
take years.
スパコンで計算したって解が出るまでに何年かかるか
Might take years for a supercomputer to come up with a solution just to get you to the same location.
ならば
That
仕
we
方
have
な
no
い
choice. We need to find Tyler
タ
and
イタン
borrow
を
his
探したし
variable gravity
そ
system.
の可変重力システムを借り
それは明暗ね
Great
先
idea.
生
Go
頑張
for
っ
it.
てこの問題についてセルンはどうしよ
I
うと
wonder how
してる
Stern
の
is
か
dealing with this problem. Dawn breaks. We stayed up all night again. Kurisu is the only one that can read Stern's documents. Daru and I opt to use translation software, but that be nowhere near as efficient as she is. While she is not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge, it just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab man. Daru is fast asleep on the sofa. That's from Susan. I'm so hungry. I had to skip breakfast again today. I don't have much money on hand. Are there any good places to find insects or weeds around here? I can get by using. Oh, I see. Boom. What kind of childhood did you have? You don't want to know. LMAO. Ha! I decided to watch some TV as always. The new channels are all covering the Rodicon satellite crash. 5 days have passed since the satellite crash, and with the start of summer vacation season, crowds are gathering to get a glimpse of the satellite, which still has not been removed. In an interview earlier today, Michael Barn, spokesman for NASA, stated that no satellite had crashed in Japan and that the crash object was, in fact, not even a satellite. The satellite is currently under police investigation. No date for removal has been set. Is it really under investigation? This could be another plot by the organization. Huh? Oh, and it cuts off halfway. Good morning. Oh wait, should I say good afternoon? Is it really afternoon? Whoa, the air in here is so thick. three of us probably look pretty haggard since we stayed up all night. But it's hard to put on a bright smile now that I know now I know about CERN. Mayuri's appearance makes Daru get up with a grimace. Kurisu has also finally moves away from the computer and after taking off her lab coat, left the lab muttering, "I'm gonna go get some coffee." Ha! She just wanted to sleep in, I guess. But she wasn't going. She wasn't gone for long. There aren't any cafes or convenience stores around here, so she must have used a nearby vending machine. Since all lab men are present and accounted for, this is the perfect opportunity to hold another roundtable conference. Roundtable conference? A confluence. Confluence. What's that? A meeting of lab mims. Have we ever done that before?
そもそも円卓なんてどこにあるのよ。
Do you even have a round table? Ha! No. Not physically. However, it exists in the hearts of all lab mims. Am I mistaken?
そうだろ？じゃな
Yes,
かろ
you're
うが。
mistaken. Don't go
勝手
sticking
に
things
人
in
の
people's
心の中
hearts.
に変なものを持たせないで。
Is there one in Mayushi's too? Of course there is.
そっか
That's good. But what's a round
で
table?
も
てかなんで円卓
And why a round table?
so?
You King Arthur?
そもそも私
Damn
はラボ
right.
メンといって
I'm
も
only a
期間
temporary
限
lab
定
mem
だし。
anyway. These people whine about every little thing.
とにかく円卓
Anyway,
会議
it's a
だ
round table conference. Mayuri wasn't here last night, so first let's
ひとまず
explain the situation
今
to
の
her.
俺たちの
I tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. About how CERN is making a time machine. About Jellyman. About how men in black might be coming to erase us for what we know.
悪いことは良くないよ
I told you you shouldn't do bad things.
言ったのに
Bad, you say. We are bad?
俺たち
Absurd.
もそれを言うならばセルンの方が
If
よ
we're
ほ
bad, then
ど
CERN
悪
is even worse. They aren't satisfied with ruling the world.
時
Now
空までも
they
手に
want
入
to
れよう
get
と
their hands
企ん
on
でいる連中だ
space time itself.
同意するわ。
I agree. Kurisu is once again wearing her lab coat. It seems she's grown fond of it, as she should. As she well should. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
セルンのやってることは
What CERN is doing
社
is
会的にも
unforgivable.
人
They're
間的に
traitors
も
to humanity, to
そして
society,
研究
and
者としても
to science.
いる。
Yeah,
そうだけど
I guess. I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better just to tell her. Yeah.
いずれにせよ
Anyway, Ragnarok can no longer be averted. The final battle with CERN is near.
ラグナロックは避け
A
られ
large part of me is still afraid, obviously, but we've come too far to turn back now. We can't unlearn what we know.
ラグナロック
Ragnarok.
また北欧神
Oh,
話か。
Norse mythology again.
クリスティーナ
Ragnarok.
お前にはセル
Christina,
ン
I
調査に
ordered
つ
you
いて
to,
命じていた
I
な
ordered you to investigate
何か
CERN.
新た
What
に
have you
分かった
learned?
ことは
命じられた覚
I
えは
don't
ない
remember
け
being
どね。
ordered, but okay.
セルンがタイムトラベルに
There
よ
are
って
two
抱え
problems
ている
CERN
問題
faces
点
with
は
time
2
travel.
つ。1つは電子
First is
注
the
入装
electron
置
injection
リフターの
device,
調整。
also known as a lifter.
これがうまく機能しないと
Unless they get it into
カー
the
ブラック
function,
ホールの
get
得意点
to
を
function
裸にでき
properly,
な
they
い。
can't make the curved black hole singularities naked.
この状態で
If
得
you
意
send a
点を
test
通過
subject
しよ
through
うと
the
すれば
singularity in its
超重
current
力によ
state,
って被験
the
者がミクロレ
supergravity
ベルまで
compresses
圧
them
縮
to
され
the
てしま
micro
う。
level. Naturally,
当
there's
然
no way to
無事では
survive.
それとタイムトラベ
The
ル
second
先
problem
の
is
局
that
所場
they
指定が
can't
できないことが似ている。
specify a physical destination.
得意
They
点を抜
can't
けて
choose where
どこ
they
へ出
end
るか
up
も指定が
after
できない
traveling to the past.
だ
Damn,
か
that
ら
sucks.
各地で見つかっ
That's
てい
why
る
I say
14
the
人のジェリー
14
マン
found
は
Jelly Man were the
むし
lucky
ろ運
ones.
がいい方だったと。人体実験は
Over 100
2001
human
年から100
experiments
回
have
以上
been
行わ
performed
れてい
since
た。
2001. The remaining 80 or so
残り
people
の
ended up
80
somewhere
人
that
以上
can't be
は
found.
どこへ飛ばされたのかすら確認できていない。
なんで確
Why
認
can't
で
they be
きない
found?
の
マユシそんな
Did
こ
you
と
know,
も知らん
Mayashi? The
の
world is constantly
地球は
moving.
常
Its
に動い
rational
てるんだ
speed
よ
is
自転速
1500
度は時速にして
kpf,
1500キ
and
ロ
its orbital
公
speed
転
is
速度は
oh my god.
11万4000キロで
Darustone is authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisu last night. Yeah, trying to sound smart.
セレンはその
CERN
2
has
点
been
に
looking
ついて
for
解を
solutions,
模
but it's
索
not
してる
going
みたい
well.
だけどうまくいってないみたい。
So even CERN is having difficulties.
それで助手よ
Now then, have you learned anything about? Have you learned anything that could help us complete the phone wave name subject to change?
ヒントね。そもそも
Well, I suppose you could
LHC
call
は世界一巨大な電子レンジなんて異名もあるぐらいだけど
a Of course, in other words, the phone wave name subject to change is a miniature LHC.
LHC の縮小版ということだな。
あながち間違ってない
You
かも
might be onto something there.
もっとも電話レ
However,
ンジ
there
は
are
わ
too
からな
many
いこと
things
が
we
多
don't
すぎる
know about the phone wave.
なんでセ
Why
ル
did
の
the
タイ
same
ムマシンと
phenomenons
同
that
じよう
occur
な
in
現象を
CERN's time machine
小さな
also
電子
occur
レ
in
ンジで
that
起こせ
tiny
る
little
のか
microwave?
LHC と違って
Unlike the
これ
LHC,
は
this
タイ
thing
ムト
that
ラベルの
wasn't
ために
made for
作られ
time
たものじゃ
travel.
ないのよ
マユシーの唐揚
It was
げ
made to
を
warm Mayashi's
温める
chicken.
ためのものだよね。
That's funny. Well,
そう
yeah.
ね
少なくとも
Since the Jellyman
Zelima
phenomenon
という
occurs
現象が
with
電話レン
the
ジ
phone
各国
wave
で
name
起きてい
subject
る
to change, Mayuri's bananas must be reaching the
カ
curved
ーブラ
black
ックホー
hole's
ルのリン
ring
グ上得意
singularity.
点に到達している。
ブラックホールができてる
It
の。
makes a black hole? Here?
吸い込まれないかな。
It won't suck us in, will it? If it sucked us in, we'd become Jellyman too.
でも放電
But we
現象
still
の仕
haven't
組みや
figured out
発
the
生条件が
electronic
解明で
discharge
きてない
phenomenon, or the conditions required to cause it.
この前の実験だと
During our experiments
放
earlier,
電
we
現
were
象が
only
起きた
able to
時
send
にだけ
emails to the
過
past
去へメ
during
ールを
the
送れ
discharge.
たおまだ2度しか成功してい
Although
な
it
い
hasn't happened yet again, that discharge phenomenon could
すなわ
could
ち
very well
電子
signify the
注入の可能性
injection of charge, that is, electrons.
それが発生した時
And
に
only when it occurs
得意
does
点
the
への
path
道
to
が
the
開ける
singularity open.
放電現象の
We
原
don't know
因
the
はわ
cause
から
of
な
the
いじゃない
discharge phenomenon.
それはこれから調べ
That's what we need to find out.
そもそも過去へ送れ
In
る
the
メー
first
ルは
place,
デ
the
ジ
emails
タ
we're
ルデ
sending
ータ
to
で
the
あっ
past are
て
digital
物体じゃな
data,
いわ
not physical objects.
そこがセルンの
That's
タ
a
イムマ
definite
シンと
difference from
決定
CERN's
的に違って
time
いる
time machine.
いややることは
No,
同
we're
じ
doing the same thing. Who's to say digital data can't go through a
誰
singularity?
か保
I
証
think
したのか
it would be easier
人
than
間サ
sending
イズの物
something
体を通り抜け
human
さ
sized.
せるよりよほど簡単だと思う
ま
Well, I
That's
suppose
fine.
that's true.
あのね、
You know, the way you guys
メール
talk
って言うから
about that,
混乱
talk
す
about
るんだ
email,
と思う。本物の紙
it
飛
makes me
行機
think of folding a letter into a paper airplane and making
で
it
飛
go
んで
zoom,
い
you
くイ
know?
メージなんだよ。
That's so cute.
むしろ光線だろう
It's more like a beam of
光デジタル
light,
デー
like
タ
optical digital data.
ところで
By the
過去へ
way,
送
it's
れ
a
る
pain to
メール
keep saying
は
emails
言いに
into
くい
the past. Let's give it a
名
proper
前
name.
をつけようではないか
たかっこつけ
I've got a bad feeling about this.
またとか言うな
What was that supposed to
こ
mean?
の
You
方
dare
位
mock
共和をバカにしているの
Holy
か
どうせへんてこな名
You just
前を
want
つ
to
け
give
たい
some
んでしょ
oddball name, don't you?
変って
How
こと
rude.
は知
Heed
ってる
me. I shall name this the
なら
phenom.
ば発表しよ
Oh
う
my god. The phenomenon of emails sent to the past as follows. The name shall be
こうノスタルジアドライブ
Nostalgia Drive.
わかりにくい却下
Confusing. Rejected. Ah!
助手の分
Why
際で
you?
却下的
Who
な
gave
権
you
限が
the
あると思
authority
って
to
いるの
reject
か
ideas? Your trusted assistant.
じゃあ多数決する
Then why don't we take a
ノ
vote?
スタルジアド
All
ライ
in
ブに
favor of
賛成
Nostalgia
の
Drive.
人
Ah, it's the only one that does.
裏切ったな誰
Have you forsaken me, Daru and Mairi?
クリスチャンの言う
Chris,
通りだと思う
Chris Chan's right. It's too hard for Mayashi to remember.
中二病すぎだろ上皇
It's way too chuny, man. Yeah, trainers.
なら
Fine
ば
then.
お前たちには
Let's hear
自分で
alternate
考えたとっ
alternatives.
ておきのネーミング
Don't
が
tell
あ
me
る
you
のだろう
rejected
な
my idea without having a
まさ
bright
か
idea of
我
your
が
own.
案を否定しておいての
やっぱりわかりやすさ
I
重
think it
視に
needs
すべ
something
きだと
easy
思
to
う
understand.
時間を
It's
遡
an
ってい
email
るメー
that
ルなんだか
regresses through
ら
time.
そこをメールでいいんじゃない
So what about retro mail?
そこ
So what does retro
どう
mean?
いう意味
今のマユリの反応
Sounds like you have your answer, Christina. You said it should be easy to understand, but it wasn't easy to
わか
understand
り
at
やすい
all,
名
was it?
前をつけるべきと言っておきな
But that's because Mairi's son is. Oh.
あ
Never mind. Ah, ha, ha.
もしかして今
Were you about to say
マユリ
because
がバカだからと
Mairi
言お
is
うとした
dumb?
か
違うわよ
No. Eh? Christian, do you think Mairi's dumb?
マユシーのこと
That's
思
hurtful.
ってない
I
全く
don't. I
これっぽっ
promise.
ち
I
も
don't.
思ってない
Okay.
から誤解しないで
時をかけるメール
I
の
vote
一
the
択
male
だろ
who leapt through time. That's too
少
long.
し表現が
That's
硬
too
い
stiff.
な
It's hard to
言い
say.
にくい
オカリンのノスタルなんとか
It's
だって
better
十
than your
分長いじゃん
nostalgia.
か。それにこれは映画のタイ
Nonsense.
トルを
Mine makes a movie title reference.
ロマンがあればい
That's
いの
not
だロ
cool.
マン
It
が
needs to be cool.
そんな理由で
You're
却下かよ。
you're rejecting it for that?
あ、トゥットゥルー
Maya, she has an
マ
idea.
ユシあのね
How about back to the
ザ
mail?
メール
まゆし、映画のタイトルネタは
I already did the
僕が
movie
やっ
joke,
た。
Mayushi.
それに
Besides, I think the meaning is a little off. It kind of is, though. You probably meant mail to the future, but our emails go to the past.
意味とかじゃなくて
It's not about the meaning. I took the title and changed the word to a mail.
いずれにせよ長い。
Either way, it's too long.
じゃあデロ
Then
リ
how
アンメ
about
ールとか。
DeLorean mail?
もう何のメールかさっぱりわからないではないか。
That doesn't even mean. It doesn't even say what kind of email it is.
ねえ、こんなくだらない
Why
こ
don't
と
we
に
just
時
move
間
on
取っ
from
てる
this?
場合じゃないでしょ。
Why don't we have? We don't have time for this
もうその
nonsense.
こと
Let's just
略して
abbreviate it
Dメール
to
にしな
D
さい
mail
よ。
and move on.
いや
There you go.
しかしそれ
Classic.
は味気なさす
But
ぎ
that's
る。
boring.
味気なかろうが味気があろうがどう
It,
で
it
もいい
don't. It don't care if it's boring. Yeah, it don't care. Shot down. Kurasu's influence in the lab seems to have grown significantly these past few days.
じゃあ
D mail it is.
メールに決
Myri
定し
proclaims the decision with satisfaction.
で、
So
なん
why,
で
so
D
why
メール
does
み
the
たい
D
な
mail
現象が起き
phenomenon
る
occur?
リング得意点への道が
Because the
開い
path
てい
through
る
the
から。
ring of singularity is open. We've been over this
ブ
already.
ラックホールが発生して
We
いる
don't
のか
know
ど
if
う
this,
かは確
if
認
there's
できて
actually
い
a
ない
black hole at work
単
here.
に
It
セ
could
ル
be
ン
an
のタイム
entirely
マシンと
different
偶然似て
phenomenon
るだけで
that just happens
実
to
は全く
resemble
違う
Stern's
現象か
experiment.
もしれない焦って結論を出
It's
すのは危
dangerous to
険よ
jump to conclusions.
何を言う。
Why so
お前
timid?
は
Don't you
自
want our
分たち
time
でタイム
travel
マシンを
experiments
つ
to
けたいとは
to
思わないの
succeed?
か。
That's why we put our
そ
lives
の
on
た
the
めに
line
危
to
険
hack
を冒して
CERN.
今語るべきは電話レン
What
ジ
we need to
各個
figure
仮
out
を
is how
タ
to
イム
turn
マ
the,
シンとして使え
the
るよう
phone
にするには
wave
どう
named
したら
subject
いいかだ。
change into a suitable time machine.
でもさ、
Do you really think
僕
that's
たちにで
possible?
きると思うん？
できるかどうかではない。
There is no
やる
thing,
のだ。
only do. Yeah.
何よその精神論至
What?
上主義
Did you read that off of a
あんたって
motivational
無能な
poster?
トップ
You're
の
like the
典型
classic
ね
incompetent boss. Damn. Damn you. You dare insult the insane mad scientist Holy Kyoma?
まあそもそもオカリは
Well,
別
it's
に
not
トッ
like
プじゃない
Okarin's the
けど。
boss anyway.
いかにも。
Damn. Indeed, I
俺は
am
ラ
the
ブの
symbol of this
象徴
lab,
である。
not the boss. That's
象
great.
徴だかなんだか知
I don't
ら
know
な
what
い
you
け
mean
ど
by symbol, but
ど
how
うやっ
how
て
do you
電話
plan
レ
to
ンジ
turn
を
the
タイム
phone
マ
wave
シンと
into a
して
time
使えるよう
machine?
にす
Let's
るか
have details.
その具体的な解放を教えて
解放。
My plan. All right, there's one thing.
放電現象が起き
We've
る
been thinking that the electrical discharge happens at random, but I have a hypothesis, which is
発生条件の再
recall the conditions when it occurred, Christina. We experimented through the night with no results, but there's one variable we overlooked, the simplest,
そ
most
して俺たちは
definite
最も
variable
単
of
純
all.
で最もけすなわち
That is the time of the
発生時刻。
occurrence.
あ
Oh,
過去2回の放電
I
現象
checked the
が
times of the two previous occurrences.
それによれば
When I
俺
accidentally
が誰
sent
の携
the
帯に
first D mail
偶然
to
発生した
to
最初
Daru's phone, it happened between noon
大体
and 1 p.m.
そして2回目
The second time, when all
俺たち4
four
人全員
of
が
us
目撃した
observed the D mail, it was 6 p.m. So if
そ
we
の2つの時間帯に
perform the
実験
experiment
をす
within
れば
that time frame, we might be able to
再現
reproduce
が可
the
能かも
effect.
しれないのだ
早速やってみましょう
Let's try it right now.
それにしてもこの助
Well,
手
I'm glad to see
ノ
she
リ
has
ノリである。
her priorities straight.
マユシーのバナナずいぶん減ったね
Huh.
また買ってこな
Mayoshi's
くちゃ
banana supply is getting low. Gotta buy more.
ごめんねまゆりさん
Sorry, Mayuri
後で
said. I'll
新し
go
いバ
buy
ナ
you
ナ
some
買
more
ってくる
bananas
から
later.
本
Really?
当嬉しいなオカリンやダルくんはね
Okarin and
バナ
Daru
ナ
can eat my
勝手
banana.
に食べてもちっとも買ってきてくれないのです
Alright, I'm already waiting for Daru to say. I'm ready for Daru to say what he's got to say. I'll be sure to amend that in the future. A bunch of bananas is a small price to pay in order to bring chaos in the world. Oh my god.
まずはゼリー
First,
マンに
let's see if
な
it'll
るか試してみ
become
る
a jelly man. Ah!
ロジックアピールはよせ
Trying for the clumsy girl appeal.
しとらんわ
It was an accident.
クリスチャン
Christian, pain, go away.
サンクスまゆりさん
Thanks, Mayuri-san. Kurisu pulls herself together, types on her phone, and activates the phone wave, name subject to change. The banana inside the microwave slowly begins to spin backwards as the timer counts down. Huh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
ゲルバナになったね。
It became a gel banana. Just as I expected. The critical variable was time.
やはり俺の予想通り。
I was a little anxious about the
成
result,
時
but
間
it all
帯だっ
worked
た
out.
な。
I outwitted the impertinent genius girl. Now my position as a symbol of the lab is secure. Ha!
やるわね。
Way to go, Okabe.
あまりに
It
単
was
純
simple.
す
It
ぎ
was
て
so simple I didn't
気
notice
づ
it.
けなかった。
悔しいのか？
Your praise does does you credit, Christina, but I know you're frustrated. You can think of it first.
それより
Anyway,
メールが
let's
再
see if
現
we
で
can
きる
send
か
another
について
email.
も確認しないと。
I feel my authority has been on the dead decline since that girl showed up.
もともと威
It's
厳
so
はないと
cool. It's
思う。
cool, man. You've never had any to begin with. Oh my god.
いいからそこの男子2
Help me,
人
you
手
two.
伝って。
Okabe, I'm
岡部
sending an email
あん
to
た
your
の携
phone.
帯にメール送るから。
When did I become her assistant?
ねえねえクリスちゃん。
Where are you gonna send Chris
なん
son?
て送る？
別に意味のある文
It
章
doesn't
であ
matter
る
what it
必要は
says.
な
What
い。
matters is whether we
送
send
れ
it
るか
to
どうかを
no,
確
send it or
認できさ
not.
えする。
Let me see. Okabe, is an airhead?
待て。
Wait,
この助
you there?
手。
Assistant,
何を
where
打
are
ち
you
込んでいる
typing?？
そうね。
You'll
準備
see.
いい？
Ready? I'm
送
sending
るわ
you.
よ。
Oh my god, this is where the timing counts. We know that we have to open the microwave door during the operation, but we still don't know when to send the email. For now, we'll do this simultaneously. Kurisu readies her finger on her phone send button. I stand by in front of the microwave.
じゃあカウントす
Starting
る
the
ぜ。
countdown.
3、
3, 2, 1, 0. Boom! Oop, and it worked. It's working. It's working, you guys.
来たぞ。
Fabulous voice acting. Oh, I love how he's standing there too. The discharge lasts for about 10 seconds. Luckily, it didn't break through the floor. Imagine if he said that if it did.
メ
Did
ー
it
ル
arrive?
届いた。
I disconnect my phone from the phone wave, name subject to change, and check my mail. There's an email, 2 of them even. The Okabe in the first one was obviously my name. But what does airhead in the second one mean? My English is shaky. Is she saying my head can fly or something? Oh my god. Whatever. I may not know what it means, but I do know this. My assistant is making fun of me. Christina,
お前はメー
did
ル
you
を
send
2
2
通
mails? Eh? No, I only sent 1.
送ったのは1通だけ。
マヨシーも見たよ。
Mayoshi saw it too. She really only sent 1.
本当に
しかし2通受信してい
But
るぞ
I received 2.
そうね。
You're right. I even
一つの
sent it to
文
one.
章だったの。
I sent it in 1 sentence, but it got divided.
ちなみにこの文章の意味は
By the way, what does this word mean?
自分で調べれば。
Why don't you look it up? I guess she doesn't want to answer.
そういえばさ。
That reminds me, the
この
email
前
from
の
before was
D
cut up in
メールも文章
mid-sentence
は
too.
途中で切れてたよ。
そうだったか
Was it?
何が原因なの
I
かし
wonder
ら。
what's causing it.
ゼリーマンと関係
Maybe
が
it's
あるか
related
も
to
し
the
れない
jelly man.
でも
Mayoshi wants to know why it arrived 5 days
ど
ago.
うして5日前に届く？
確かに。
Good point.
前に送った
Didn't the
時
last
も
one arrive 5
2日前
days
に
before
届い
we
てたよ
sent it?
ね。
ああそうだった
Yeah, it did.
なんか法則
Is
性
there
で
some
も
kind
あ
of
るん
rule
じゃ
for
ね？
when it arrives?
じゃあ
Let's try
さ
sending more.
じゃあじゃあ送ってみよう
Mayoshi's right. Omari's right. Now that we have figured out how to send D-mails, we should keep experimenting and collect as much data as we can.
よし。
All right,
Double man, yo.
Lemons, battle stations.
はい。
また始まった。
He's at it again.
これより D メー
Our
ル
mission
実験
is
を
to
可
send
能
as
な
many
限り
D-mails as
連
possible.
続で行う。
Oh my
誰
gosh.
はペケロッパに
Third,
て
man,
電話レンジ
I'm
各
not
係
even
の
gonna
監
say it.
視
Your job is to
調整
observe,
情
adjust,
報
and
収
gather
集
information on the phone wave names the same name subject to name
助手は
subject
メ
to
ールを打
change.
ち続けろ。
Assistant, keep those
様々
mails
なパターン
coming.
の文章
Try
を
various
試せ。
patterns of text.
日本語
Japanese, English,
英語
full width,
全
half
角
width,
半角絵文字
emo,
内容は問わん。
emoticons. The actual message doesn't matter.
マヨシー
What
は
about Mayoshi?
マユリには
Yo, Your mission is to go shopping. Just buy some bananas for now. I hope you kill much fun, dude. That's
金はこの法院教
Wow, you're so generous.
じゃあ岡部はレンジ
So
のドア
I
の
guess your job is
私ね
opening is opening the microwave.
うひょー
Whoa, you saved the easiest job for
この
yourself.
花を乗せる仕事並みの単純作業
Heh. No, my assistant judgment
上
is
司の
sound.
判断は
The
的
key
確
to
だ
the successful D-mail is most likely the correct timing
D-mail
of
製品の
opening the
鍵を
microwave door.
レンジ
あいや
I
冗
was
談
just
で言った
kidding.
んだけど
Leave this task to Holy Kyoma. I shall open this door with precision, boldness, and delicacy, as if it were
神のごと
the
き
flesh
正
of a
確さと
beautiful woman.
修羅のごとき大胆さそして女性は
Okarin, that's naughty.
なお
Furthermore, the current operation is top secret. You must not leak it to anyone.
誰
Got
にも
it?
漏らし
では
Now, I shall give this operation a name. It shall be known as Op.
作戦名とかいら
Don't
ない
need
か
one.
ら
Let's start.
始めましょう
Whoa. But you ruined my climatic scene. Damn you, assistant. This is an outrage. Afterwards, the D-Mill experiment is its name is Operation Erd, though I lost my chance to announce it. Continues for 2 hours. Damn it, that's great. During that time, every D-Mill goes back in time without a hitch. Ugh. Now it's time to take a break. We're all hungry, except for Myri. We've been up since last night.
どうぞ休んでて
Go ahead and rest. I'm gonna have a go at it a little longer. Her scientist's blood must be on fire. We've made a number of discoveries, but we can't wait to assess them until after we eat. Trying to see what happens next. Let's read it. Oh, I'm curious. When we return from buying lunch, we find the Braun Tube workshop. One and only part-time warrior standing in front of the building.
ジー
Sup?
スなんか朝から愉快
What
そうなこと
shenanigans are you up
して
to
る
this early in the morning? Shenanigans?
いかに
The kind you wouldn't believe. We're building the first time machine in human history.
ふーん
Aw, cool.
お前
Hey,
もっと
shouldn't you
驚
be
いたら
more
どうなのか
surprised?
ま信じられんのは
Can't
当
blame
然
her
じゃ
for
ね
being skeptical. I
僕も
didn't
最初は
think
半
it was
信半疑
possible
だったし
either.
つうかそう簡単に秘密ばらしちゃ
Hey,
っ
isn't that
て
top
いいの
secret?
か
I thought you didn't want anyone
機
to
密
know.
事項じ
Ah!
しまったそ
Crap.
このバイトステーシ
Part-time
ョン
warrior, please keep
今
what
俺
I
が
just said
話
a
したことは
secret.
何
いいけど
Sure,
そうじゃ
by
な
the
く
way,
てさ店長がすっごくイ
the
ライ
boss
ラ
is
してる
really
わけ
pissed.
というと
Why?
2階からの振動がす
The
ごい
noise, whatever you're doing up there, it's got the whole building shaking. Dust everywhere. It's kind of like an air raid.
爆撃されあいつら一体何してんだ
He was saying stuff like, "What's that dust case doing? I'm gonna raise his damn rent." Ha!
謝りに行った方がいい
Maybe you should go apologize.
ゲゲゲ
Oh boy,
追い出された
what
ら
if he
まず
kicks
く
us
ね
out?
よし
All right, leave it to
こ
me.
こは俺
Doro.
に任せる
Go tell my assistant to lay off the experiments for now.
了解
Roger that.
あんた
I
今
won't forget you, soldiers.
最高に輝いてるよ
Daru salutes, then raises up to the second floor.
そういや
By the way, is Marcus
マキセ
Kurisu
クリ
here
スって
too?
来てんの
おう
Yeah. Come to think of it, she did pick a fight with Christina yesterday.
知り合いなのか
Have you met before?
うーん
No.
Oh.
Yesterday was first contact.
昨日
初見
First contact. First contact. And struck a fighting pose. First contact. First contact?
おう
Oh, really? What a confusing way to put it.
初めて会ったにして
Weren't you a little hostile
は
for
や
the
たら敵意をむき出しにしていなかったか
支援だよ
She's my enemy. Oof. What? I barely heard her. Her voice was so low. Did she call Kursu her enemy? But that doesn't make sense.
おう
How can
個
she be
人
your
的な
enemy?
恨み
You
がある
just
という
met,
こと
right?
か
まあね
Yeah.
何かあったのか
Did she do something to you?
直接はないか
No,
な
not to me.
間接的と
What
い
does that
う
mean?
とどういう
She
血
did
のり
something to
だ
someone else?
なんなら
If you want, I can go talk things over with Christina.
別にいいって
It doesn't really matter.
もしかして
Maybe you're
単
blaming
な
the
る
wrong
逆恨み
person.
だったりする。
もう
Jeez, give it a rest.
岡部倫太郎さん
Anyway, shouldn't you apologize to the boss instead of
店
talking
長
to
に
me?
謝りに行かなくていい
Hey,
の
actually, I'm getting cold feet. Ha! But I am Ho and Kyoma, the mad scientist who brings chaos to the world. I cannot falter now.
失礼する。
I have come! Even my grand entrance can't pull his eyes away from the huge 42-inch CRT.
おい、岡部
Hey, Okuman.
おめえ一
The hell are you
体
doing up
上
there?
で何やってんだ
But now is the time. Now is not the time to falter.
実は世
We're
紀の
currently
実験
conducting
中でしてね
experiments。that will change the course of human
すなわち
history. The discoveries we
人
make
類の
today
科学史を
will
塗り
shape the,
替えるタイム
the
ライン。
world for centuries.
おめえらのお遊びのことだって
I don't care what the
どうでもいいんだよ。
games you guys play.
このビルのオーナーは
I'm the owner of this
俺。
building. Got it?
結構ボロいビルだか
And
ら
the
よ
building's really worn out. You
おめえ
keep
ら
shaking it
がガタ
like
ガタ
that.
揺らす
You
と
can bring the whole
壁にひびで
the
も
whole
できる
damn
んじゃね
thing
えか
down
と
with on
そん
our
な
heads.
気が気じゃねえわけ
Better keep quiet about the dent in the floor. Oh, better. I'm sorry. I thought he said that. That's what Okuman said. Better keep quiet about the dent in the floor. My bad.
ミスターブラウン。
Very interesting, Mr.
まさ
Brown.
かこのビル
Don't tell me you forged this building earthquake safety certificate.
だったらどうなんだよ
What if I did?
ちゃんと補強
It's been
工事
properly
した
reinforced, but regardless, you guys are still
い
shaking
くら
me
なんで
too
も
much.
このビル
So
の
what
一
if
つ
a
や
few
二つ
buildings
崩壊したからな。
What's that?
我らが行っている実験
As
は
as I said countless times before, our current experiment is of vital
人類の
importance
歴史
to
そ
the
のも
human
のを塗り
history
替え
of
るような
science.
壮大
No,
な
to the
内容なの
human
です。
history of civilization itself.
このビルをあと
It's
10
more
年延
important
命
than
させるよ
prolonging
り
this
よ
building's
ほど意義のあるもの
lifetime
だ。
for another 10 or so measly years. The build. Oh no. Oh. Flakes of concrete start falling from the ceiling. The 42-inch CRT's image goes to static. Damn it, Dario, what are you doing? I told you to stop the experiments.
ほら岡部
Okabe!
なんか落ちてきたぞ
The ceiling is falling,
入
you
ったろうが
dumbass. You
どうして
got
くれ
it
るん
into
だ
my ramen. What are you gonna do about it, huh? No more
プ
shaking.
ラスでないと
Or I'll raise your rent by
1
10,000.
万
Woo! What? If you raise it to 10,000, we're ruined. Leave it to me, Mr. Brown. On my honor, I swear there won't be any more shaking today.
クリスティーナ、
Christina,
今すぐ実
stop
験
the
を中止
experiments
だ
at。once.
ごめんねおか
Sorry,
り
Okream. My actually tried to warm up the chicken.
がついいつもの
I accidentally put it through the reverse rotation and it started sparking.
そ
I
そう
see.
か。
あんたにメール届いてるはず
I
だけ
sent
ど
you an email. Didn't you get
見
it?
てないの？
Your sarcasm is not appreciated, Christina. You know as well as I do that my phone is still attached to the phone wave name subject to change. Stop screwing around. I'm the one who has to deal with Mr.
俺
Braun.
なのだぞ。
5日も前に
But I
忠
gave you
告した
5
の
days
に
advance notice.
店長怒って
Was
た
he mad? Yeah. I can feel his
殺意
killing
の
aura.
肌を感じた。
I love the way he says it. Somehow the gravity of this loss, somehow the gravity of this is lost on these two girls. Okay. They know not the wrath of Mr. Braun. Ignorance is bliss.
とにかく今日は
Anyway,
こ
no
れ以
more
上の
experiments
実験
today.
は中止だ。
Well,
実験の
at
デ
least we
ータ
got
は
some
十
good
分
data.
取れたわ。
I'll tell the two about Mr. Braun's cruelty and sit down to eat. It's from Lukaku. Kyoma-san, are you familiar with Geofroggy? There we go. I'm sorry, it's not important. It's not important to the
さ
discussion.
て、オペレーションウ
Now,
ルドの
let's
実
discuss
験成果につい
Operation
て
Erd's progress.
この場で
オペレーションウルド
Operation Erd?
そう
Oh, right. Thanks to a certain assistant, I didn't get a chance to present the operations code name yesterday. These consecutive D-mail experiments are part of Operation Earth.
実験の成果はあった
The experiments have been fruitful.
D メールについて
At the very least, we've learned what we can do with D-mail. Kursu gets the whiteboard and begins jotting down bullet points.
とまあこんな感じ
We don't need to read all
補
that.
足や反論は
That about sums it up. Anything to add? Nothing especially. She summarized the vital parts. Myri has her mouth half open in a blank stare she clearly doesn't understand. A D-mail can be at most 36 English characters or 18 Japanese characters long. That makes experimentation difficult, so we want to improve that first. Furthermore, each D-mail is split into 12 character segments. If you send 36 characters, you'll get three 12 characters emails. If you try to send more everything after the 36 character disappears. But we figured out how to control when it arrives. That's pretty good, right? Though we can only set it to in 1 hour increments. We can control how far back D-mails go by using the microwave's timer.
発見しただけで満足してた
Observation
の
isn't
に
enough. We need to find the underlying principle.
こ
What
こに
I've
書いたの
written
は
here is
現
nothing
象と
but
して確認できたも
verified
のでしかない
phenomenon. The underlying principle. You're right. It's not a complete time machine until we understand how it works. What could be the reason for the character limit?
ねえねえあのね
Chicken and bananas become gel chicken and gel bananas, but salt doesn't turn into gel salt, right?
だから略すなよ
So much gel. According to Myri, the refrozen chicken had indeed been jellified when she tries eating it. Kursu's prediction was right.
で
And you can send 36 letters in a D-mail, but everything past that disappears,
19
right?
文字きっとね
So I think maybe you could send big things or a lot of
送
small
れないん
things.
じゃないかなあもしかして
Maybe the curved black hole.
カーブ
It's curved black hole.
カーブブラックホールが
だから
Curved
カ
black
ーブ
hole.
ラックホール
ブラックホー
The
ルの
black hole's hole is
つい
to.
んだよ
And of course, Myri should say that one more time, starting from hole.
穴ってところから
Damn it!
穴が
The hole is too tight.
これはけしからん
Outrageous!
言わせているんじゃないよ
Stop making her say stuff like that. This is brazen sexual harassment. Myri has flowers for brains, so she's easy prey for Daru's perversions. It drives me crazy.
穴が
The hole is tight, huh? That might not be entirely wrong.
お
Oh
そらく
god.
セレンのタイムマ
Maybe
シ
we
ン
had
と
the
同
same
じ
problem
原因
CERN
で
has with their time
リフ
machine.
ターの
Since
調
they
整がう
can't
まく
fully
できて
control
ない
the
から
lifter, they
完
can't
全には
make
得意点を
singularities
裸にで
perfectly
きず
naked,
そ
which
のせい
limits
で
how
送れ
much
る容
they
量
can
が限
send.
定される
唐揚げやバナナは
Anyway, 6 characters or 12 English characters comes out to 12
容量は
bytes.
12バイトだね
English characters are half width, so you can only use 1 byte, but full width Japanese characters. But full width Japanese characters use 2.
バイト
Okay.
キロ
By the
バイ
way,
トじゃなく
but
て
bytes, not kilobytes.
おーっと
Oh, so
マークス
Makashi
は
is
目が
bad with
弱いタイプ
computers.
と見た
Huh? Is that so assistant?
うるさいな
Shut up. You
バ
don't
イト
see
なん
things
て
measured
単位
in
は
bytes
最近見ない
nowadays,
から
so I was just
確認
making
しただ
sure.
けよ
By the way, 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. 1 byte is 8 bits. 8 bits. Okay.
まあ電子メールは本文テキ
Well,
スト
email
だけじゃな
isn't
くて
just
さ
comprised of
送信先
text.
と
There's
送信
more
元の
to
メー
it,
ルアドとか
like
ヘッダ
the
とか
sender
も
and
ろもろ込みだと
receiver's
も
email
っと増える
addresses,
け
the
ど
header, and various other things.
目安として
So
12
roughly
バイト分の
speaking,
文字
we
数
can
なら
send data
3
in
回分
3
は転送できる
batches
って
of
こと
12
じゃね
bytes. Then,
あちな
by
み
the
に
way,
件名は
I
入れ
don't
る
know
と入れないとで
if
どう変わ
using
る
a
かわかんない
subject changes anything.
確かに唐揚げや
But
バナ
I'm
ナは
pretty
デ
sure
ジ
that
タ
the
ル
chicken and
データに
bananas have to be larger than 12 bytes.
12バイト程度に
How do you measure banana in 12 bytes anyway? Since each grain of salt is tiny, it's possible they could be converted to less than 12 bytes.
質量が大きいと
So
超
larger
重
masses
力に
get
押し
crushed
つぶ
by
される
supergravity.
質量ではないか
Masses might not be the issue here. Data doesn't have mass.
いずれにせよ
In any
特異
case,
点を
since the
裸にできてい
singularity
ない
isn't
時点
naked,
で
the
イ
object
ベント
is
ホライゾン
forced
を
to
通
pass
過
through
せざ
the
るを得
event
なかっ
horizon.
たそのイベントホラ
Inside
イゾ
the
ン内
event
では
horizon, space and
空
time
間と
switches
時間の入れ
places,
替わりの影響
causing
で
the subject
リ
that
ング上
arrives
特
at the
異点
ring
に到達
singularity
した被
to
験
reach
者は
ultra high speed.
超重力により
The data
潰され
crushed
て
and destroyed by the
破壊さ
supergravity
れ
is
た
shot
デー
out
タ
of the
が
black hole
ブラックホールから吐き出される
ゼリー麺の出来上がり
as a jelly man.
でも
But even a small
質量が
mass
小
has
さ
to
ければ
pass through
通り抜けられる
supergravity.
とも
How
思
does
え
it
ない
emerge unscathed?
どっちにしろ超重力
穴がきついのならば
If the hole is too
注
tight,
入する
then
電子を
just
増やせばいい
inject more electrons.
そんな簡単な問題
I
とは
don't think
思
it's
えない
that simple. I mean, I'm
Serum
sure
だってその
CERN's tried
方法
that
は
already,
試したはず
and yet they already
なの
gotten
に
any.
実
They
験
haven't
開
gotten
始
any
から9
results
年経っても
after 9
解
years of
決でき
experiments.
単純に電子
It's
の
not
量を
as
増や
simple
せ
as
ばいいっ
increasing
て
the flow
わ
of
けでもないのよ
electrons.
そ
I see.
うか
そもそも
CERN has a
セルンでは
lifter,
リフターがあるけど
but we don't
電話
know
レンジ
what
の
is in the
場合
phone wave is
その
filling
リ
the
フターに
same
代
role,
替するものは
much
何な
less
のか
how
すら
to
分かっ
adjust
て
it.
ないこれじゃ調
She has a
整以前の
リフターに変わるも
We
の
don't know what acts as the lifter,
少なくともその代替物
but
の
we
効果
do
によ
know
り
that it
Ring
has
to
successfully created a
36
path
バイト
wide
プラ
enough
ス
to
アルフ
send
ァまでが
approximately
通り抜け可
36
能な位置
bytes
が作られているの
of
は確
data
か
through the ring singularity.
これでゼリーマンの件は解明
I
でき
guess
たん
that
じ
kind
ゃ
of
ない
explains why things get jellified.
でもまだ
But
仮
it's
説
still
よ
kind of it's still a
それが証明されたわけ
hypothesis.
じ
It
ゃない
hasn't been proven.
証明ってどうやん
How
の
would you prove it with human
セ
experiments
ルン
like
と同じよう
CERN?
に
岡部と橋田さんが被験
If
者として
Okabe
志
and
願してくれる
Hashida
なら
san
喜んで
volunteer
実
as
験
test
してあげ
subject,
る
I'll
けど
happily experiment on you. That's messed up.
人体実験って
Human experimentation sounds kind of dirty,
響きが
if you
や
know
ばい
what
よ
I
ね
mean. Oh
だ
my
が
God.
断る
But I
僕は
refuse.
される
I'd
方
rather
よ
play the
り
doctor
せっ
than
か
the
くだから
subject.
する方を選びたい
右に同じ
Same here. No, not in the way he's
性
implying.
的な意味でということは同意しないが
バカども
Idiots.
何度も言うけど
As I keep saying, the
問
real
題は
problem is
あ
what
の
the
電話
phone
レン
wave
ジの
uses
ど
as
こ
a
に
lifter.
リフ
それともう一つ
That and one other thing, how come the discharge phenomenon
放電
and
現象が
jellification only happen during a certain time
な
frame?
かったりするのかだ
わからないことはあるけど
We may not
ディメール
understand
のやり
everything,
方
but
に
we
ついてはも
perfected
う
the
完
art
璧
of
ってことで
demailing, which
Final
wait,
answer?
isn't that our final answer?
過去にメールを
Sending mail to the past is amazing, isn't it?
人が直接過去へ飛べるわけじゃ
Though
な
I
いから
guess it's not a
タイム
real
マシンって
time
感じ
machine
はし
unless
な
we
いけど
send
な
people to the past.
それをやろうとして
Even
セ
CERN
ル
has
ンほど
failed
の
to
研
send
究
humans
機関が
through.
失敗し
If you
続け
believe
て
what
いる
Hyder says, it won't be
タイタンの予
another.
言によると
It won't be another
完
what
成まであと
24 years before there's a true
24
time
年
machine.
かかるんだっけ
確かに今の俺たちでは
Physically, time travel is
物
impossible
理的な
for
タイ
us
ム
at
マ
the
シンは無
moment.
理かもしれな
We
い
lack the funds and facility
セルに比べて
available to CERN.
しかし俺たちはそれでも
And yet we
タイム
have
トラベルを
realized a
実現
form
さ
of
せた
time travel. We sent
デー
data
タを
to the
過去へと
past.
送ったのだ
この電話レンジはも
We
っと
should
ちゃんと
investigate
検
the
証
phone
するべ
wave
きね
further. We need to
何
understand
が
what's
起きてる
going
のか
on.
把握しないと
D メールをもっといろいろ面白いことに使いたいよな
Jesus Christ. I have some fun ideas on how to use the D-mail.
気持ちはわかるが
I
今日は
know.
無理
I
だ
know how you feel, but we can't today. If we shake the building again, Mr. Braun is
ミ
sure
スター・
to
ブラウ
blow
ン
a
から最
gasket.
後通告を出されるだろう
He'll raise the rent for us or kick us out of the lab.
詳細な検証は
We
明日
can
以
start
降に
experimenting again tomorrow, but this I will declare now.
これだけは宣言させてくれ本日
Today, what day is it?
今日って何日
8月2日
August 2nd.
2010年8月
August
2日は
2nd, 2010 is a
人類
date
史にとっ
which will
て
live in
永遠に記憶に
infamy.
残る日となるであろうなぜなら
For
今日こ
for
の日
on this day,
我ら
we, the
未来ガジェ
future
ット研究
Gadget
所は
Laboratory, have
人
succeeded in
類
the
史上初
development
の成功したから
of
である
humanity's first time machine.
人
Yeah,
類史上初じゃなくね
it's not the first.
セルに
CERN
先
beat
越され
us.
てた
そもそも開発したと
And
は
you
言
can't
えな
even
い
say we developed it.
偶
It
然
happened
使
by
えるように
accident.
な
Ah!
助手はセレ
It
ンディ
seems that my assistant doesn't know the meaning of the word
ペニシリンに
serendipity.
X 線にダイナマイト
I don't know how to pronounce that. X-ray
その他多くの
machines,
偉大な発明は
dynamite, these inventions
偶
and
然
more
から
were
生
all
まれたの
born
だ
from
ぞ
coincidence.
それは そう
I
だけど
guess.
でも
But Christian, you said before that time machines don't exist, right? But now you admit they do. That's funny. It's just that I have to admit it for now. If we investigate how the phone wave works, it might turn out to be something that only seems like time travel. Does nobody have any respect for my brain declaration? Don't complain if I take all the credit for inventing the first, second, whatever time machine in human history. The 66th Round Table Conference is yours. Dismissed. Wait, that was the Round Table Conference? I didn't know that. And it's even the 66th. Who cares what kind of round table it is? I'm gonna go back to my hotel, take a shower, and sleep. Mayoshi has to go to work soon. I'm incredibly tired too. But let's just sleep today. But when I lay down, I find myself unable to sleep. My curiosity grows stronger and stronger. Oh, well, I did that. My bad. Although deep inside, I feared that we may have stepped into the realm of darkness. We built a machine that can send emails to the past. It's like a dream, but it's real, and it's ours. As I start thinking of ways to use it, my imagination spreads out infinitely, driving the last vestige of fear from my mind. Well, okay, I'm curious. Where am I? You are beyond the event horizon, where time and space switch places. The sight is breathtakingly beautiful. However, one point in space lacks stars. I stare at that point. I'm falling through the sea of stars. No, not falling. I'm being pulled. Pulled into a rift of utter darkness from which not even light can escape. Light itself is but dust in my wake. You are moving. Why do I hear Christina's voice? Remember what I said. Here, space and time switch places. You can't move through space. Oof. But your time is stretching out to eternity. I accelerate. 1 second for you, an eternity for me. As I observe you from a distance, I see you as a still object. Am I looping? No, that's not it. Is the end running away from me? That's not it either. Stretching. What is stretching? Don't look back. Eternity is not infinite. Time stretches toward eternity. Yet it has an end. An estimate approach to zero. When will this second pass? Time and space have switched places. A second stretched out to infinity. 1 second becomes 0.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds becomes 0. Huh. 0.0. The number is just getting smaller? When will I arrive? No matter how close I get, I can never reach. My body. Don't look back. I want to look back. I want to go back. I can't look back. I can't go back. I face towards the thing. While frozen for eternity. had a dream. It's bright out. What time is it? The male demon again. That male demon again, yeah. I thought I told her to stop with the spam. I stare blankly at my phone's flickering display. My mind and body feel like lead. My phone vibrates again, signaling another email. God bless. There is a reserved knock on the door. I get up from the sofa annoyed. I check the clock. It's 9 a.m. I slept for over 15 hours. God bless. Oh. I was asleep. Alright, so this is probably a good stopping point right here. So, yeah, we got a good bit done. I think we did really good. We did really good getting as much as we did done tonight. So, yeah. Pretty cool stuff, isn't it? We learned a lot about the organization. Well, organization, I mean CERN, my bad. We learned more about time travel, and they've learned more about D-mails, but they haven't learned how they can utilize the D-mails yet. They just know that they can send mails to the past, but they haven't really thought of how they can utilize it. So there's that. There's that cool mystery there, which I already know. Just how many of you that are watching me play this know already, or have an idea of how they can use it. Because they're sending messages to the past. Again, piece things together, key things together. You know, start piecing things together, and you'll understand just how much more interesting this game anime gets. It's wild. Anyways, though, thank you guys so much for watching, and I have to say, I was quite on the roll. I was quite on the roll there, because I don't remember what point it was. I think it was during the roundtable conference. I like completely forgot I don't know what it is. There's times when like I'll read and I get I'm like in a trance kind of. If I'm like into what's going on, whatever I'm reading, I kind of like I become completely unaware of like what is going on. So I'm like reading, and all of a sudden I'm realizing, oh wait, I'm reading this aloud, and I'm also being recorded too. So there was that. I'm also not used to reading out loud, but when I'm like in it, when I'm like in the zone, if I'm like in what I'm reading, I completely become unaware. So like that right there felt pretty good, because I was not really completely distracted. I mispronounced a few things from what I remember, but yeah, I was pretty dead in there though. I was doing pretty good. So yeah, I thought we made a lot of progress. It's not like I'm in a rush to play through all this. It's just I already know what all happens. And plus, since there's not any actual gameplay, I'm like darn. I don't really have, it's not that I'm like, I feel the need to slow down. I'll slow down reading, obviously, because I probably should anyways. But as far as discussions go, I really don't know what to discuss, really. So, I mean, as far as like what to talk about midway, stuff will just come up and I'll say something, but I try to keep it short and brief anyways. But anyways, speaking of short and brief, I probably shouldn't rant too much because it already is late. It's like already 3:08, so I should probably chill out. So thank you guys so much for watching. J-Star out. See you in the next episode.